Yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another episode of the Anination podcast. Sorry about the delay, but we're about to get things started here. So hope you guys are okay with doing some old school Cartoon Network shows today.
Yes, and we just want to say thank you so much for your patience during this delay, but needless to say, we're ready now.
All right. Yeah, I mean, technical difficulties and stuff like that. Things happen when it comes to shows like this. All right, let's get things going. All right, well, hello everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of the Animation Podcast. Nate's here, Amin's here. We're back again for another week of full animation news, I would say.
Hey, what's going on, Anination world? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are having a really great fall as the holiday festivities are approaching us real soon.
Indeed, yeah. You're expecting a lot of the cold right now. I'm expecting a lot of the cold now, just because I don't know what has been happening, but temperatures have been falling a lot recently.
Oh, drastically. The difference between the temperatures now as opposed to last month, it is night and day.
I mean, last month was full of 100-degree temperatures for the early October, and then now we're just expecting fall weather. So
yeah, we're falling to the opposite extreme.
Have you got your clothes? Have you gotten your coats out for the winter?
Yeah, I still have my jacket, my sweater. I have a lot of winter clothes in my suitcase because I still have my summer clothes hanging in the closet. I'm gonna swap it.
I'm ready to pack up all my summer clothes, so all the shorts that I had, all the now I'm just mostly wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts and a bunch of long sleeve shirts here and there. So yeah,
got to turn the summer closet to winter closet.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's turning out to be winter now, but holiday season's also coming up real soon. Can't wait for that too.
It really is, even though it's gonna be pretty painful for your wallet. Holiday season.
I mean, come on, you're giving gifts to your, family and friends.
No, but your wallet, it's taking a toll on your wallet, but then on the other hand, there's that joy you have when you give to your friends and family. Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's a sacrifice you have to do, but I mean, it's something that I would cherish just because I'm giving, family and friends gifts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and catch up right now. So how was your weekend been, Amit?
My week has been pretty good. It was just full of fun with friends. So on Friday after work, I visited my friend at his place. We stayed and chilled there. And then on Saturday, I visited another friend's place. We hung out and chilled there. And then on Sunday, I hung out with you guys.
That's right. Explain more about what happened on Sunday.
So what happened on Sunday was that you, me, and a few friends of ours, we were celebrating a friend's birthday at a ramen place, and I kid you not, it was Pokemon themed.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy about how Pokemon themed it was, just because the whole TV screens were all Pokemon. The the waitresses were all dressed up in Pokemon trainers. You know?
Yeah, and also they had this thing where they serve drinks, and then and then you have this Pokemon cards attached to these drinks.
I know, but I look at the Pokemon cards, and the Pokemon cards are just common cards. They're the ones that you'll just get for a couple of cents. So it's okay, I get it. You've been pulling so many of your trading cards that you decided to just say, okay, you know what? I can't just waste it for fire paper or something for fire. So you might as well just give it to people that care about Pokemon. Makes sense why they put it in drinks to say.
Yeah, exactly. You're sort of making an impact on them. As Pokemon fans, because you're giving something that they may cherish. So, So, and also after that, we also went to this. We went to this big bar, which also had this arcade, which actually had some sort of outside patio. It had an outside patio where we chilled.
It's supposed to be just like a Dave & Buster's to say. I don't know if you guys have been to Dave & Buster's, but this place is kind of like Dave & Buster's, but it's their cities. The city's try that particular part of the city just trying to get their own Dave & Buster's, but it's not Dave & Buster's. So they have arcades, they have bars, they have bowling, and then a bunch of things that kind of make it like a Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, they have it's their own. I don't want to say knockoff, but it's their own alternative.
Yeah, because they can't bring a Dave & Buster's probably in Oakland. I don't know. But I do like how they're doing it. I mean, they're very popular over at the area that we went to. And I do like how the festivities are. We mostly just chilled outside, eating chips, and getting some. I didn't get drinks just because we know what we're gonna do after hanging out in that area.
Yeah. So and then after that was done, we actually went to round 1.
That's right. That's right. Now, unfortunately, in round 1, Hololive is not there. So I think it was kind of saved my wallet a little bit because I was just like, I'm ready to spend on whatever Hololive stuff is going to be there. So like any Gura, any Ina, any Fumoko, any of those like characters that are going to be there in the round 1 collaboration with Hololive was going to like get my wallet. But dude, they just continue to keep getting sold out because people know how Hololive are. Like, it's a big fandom, and every round 1 is currently sold out. Like all the Hololive things. So if you're not there, it's like I get it. Like if you're not there on day 1 when the collaboration starts, then you're probably not gonna get your item. Like you're not gonna get a plushie, you're not gonna get your keychain, you're not gonna get your towel or like other things. So
so it was pretty much a first come first serve basis.
Yeah, right? Well. First come, first serve. I mean, I don't know if you saw my videos of when I went to round 1, when the Hololive collaboration started, like a couple of weeks ago. But there was a bunch of like people lining up on a certain like machine in order for them to get like their characters to say. But I was able to at least get like 2 of the big plushies and a couple of the keychains plus like the towel, and I'm like, that's good enough for me because I think I spent over $200 just trying to grab all of that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm a Hololive fan. Shut up. And you can't beat me for my like Oshi Gura. Okay, she's the best. Like when you get into VTuber hell, you'll understand what our pain was.
I know you're all about VTubers. That's for me. I'm just like, I haven't really followed any VTubers. Maybe I will at some point, but I'm just like...
Well, the thing is, like, it's more like live streamers, too. Because, like, if you follow live streamers on Twitch, it's kind of the same thing like you follow, like, live streamers as VTubers. Because they are pretty much live streaming a game. Or they're live streaming IRL stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, so I bet you had a fun time back then.
Yeah.
Just like we had fun during our time on
to be
Sundays.
To be fair, I love how you guys try to win the crane games. I mean, our friend who we're celebrating her birthday with, she's now addicted to crane games.
Look what you dragged her into.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I mean, like, my thing is that I get addicted to that too. That's not my problem. You have a problem. You gotta deal with it yourself.
Like, seriously, I saw her with like 4 of the same plushies. Those 4 of the same plushies. I'm just like, how much money have you spent on that freaking godforsaken crane game?
Yeah.
And also, major shout out to Nate for winning me a big Mario plushie.
Why did you bring the Mario out? Oh, I should have bring the Mario out so you can actually show it to everybody.
I mean, I didn't want to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I just
you should thank me just because I won it for you, and literally just by one try, I'm like, oh, I'm that skilled at crane games, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I kind of envy your crane game skills. Maybe
it's not even a skills; it's freaking luck, dude. Like every time you go reach for that particular item, it will slip off. It's more like the timing of like when the crane will actually close will be the time you'll actually grab it. And apparently it's when I grabbed that thing for your Mario, it was actually that perfect time to actually pick it up and drag it all the way.
Like, you succeeded once. I'm just like, I thank you for it, but at the same time I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous of your skills.
Now the thing to do now is that you win me something back.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta brush up my crane game skills, and I'll definitely be more than happy to win you some.
So for those who go to round 1, round 1's everywhere, by the way, in the nation. It is luck, by the way. It is really on luck. It's not on skills, it's on luck. So you really have to be at the machine at the right time and pick up that whatever plushie you wanted to grab for that crane game.
Yeah, and also there's the fact of like, even though it is based on luck, where you land the certain crane.
Yeah. You gotta really like.
You gotta be persistent at it. You gotta have precision.
You have time to actually like pick it up. Like you have 60 seconds, 45 seconds. That's good enough time for you to actually pick up a plushie and grab it.
Yeah. So, and then after that, we played some arcade games like
Mario Kart. I'm wondering why, because you have the Mario hat on. You have the Mario hat on. Yes.
Oh man. Yes, it's my favorite arcade game. And also, we played some basketball. NBA 2K arcade game.
That was okay, but arcade game.
See, I would have preferred if we could play all 4, quarters.
Yeah, but they said they wanting us. Yeah, they're making us pay more per quarter, which is like 4 times the amount of like credits.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
I know. That's why I didn't like it.
It should be
also. It's not 2K just because it's 3v3 and it kind of feels like NBA Jam. You know, NBA Street. I don't know if you guys have played NBA Street, but like it's the same effect. People are jumping up, just pass it to them, and you get a slam dunk. Okay.
So it's NBA Street HD pretty much.
Well, it's in the court. It's in the courts itself. So I don't like the game, by the way. At least we played real life, basketball too.
Yeah, that's true. And I won once, and then this guy won once. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, so the game that I beat you, I thought to myself, wait, aren't you a junior varsity basketball
Yes,
team
I am.
member?
Yes, I am.
Weren't you junior varsity?
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know what happened there. That's why I had to go to a different machine. I think there was something wrong with that machine that couldn't score everything. But no, I mean, round one is a very fun place. By the way, there's one open up in San Francisco. Do you want to go to that one soon?
I will take your offer on that.
Yeah, go check out the Stone Galleria. There's one in San Francisco, so that's the very fun one there.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I want to visit there eventually. It's just more like when's the time to do it, because it's mostly just going to be on the weekends. So that's one thing.
Yeah, I'd say I'd be down to check that particular round one out.
I think it's going to be like nicer too, just because it's new. So
yeah, and also it's taking place in SF, so that's also another thing, right?
SF, well, it's not really like in downtown. It's more like in the outskirts of San Francisco, like close to Daly City. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, but still, it takes place like in a nice area. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Anything else from the weekend or?
Nothing much I want to say except, well, if you're talking about week like prior to this, like before, last night I celebrated a friend's birthday at Dave & Buster's.
Oh wow, more birthdays that you celebrated, huh?
Yeah, it's I like because like a lot of my friends' birthdays take place in November coincidentally, so it's a birthday marathon. So yeah, it's it was good. It was fun, good time, good games and all that stuff. Enough about me though. How was your weekend?
So my weekend was okay. Friday I was supposed to actually have a podcast episode with the CaliCon blogcast, but we canceled because people last week were still suffering from what happened that Tuesday of last week. Yeah. So people were kind of depressed, and I knew my friend was also depressed as well. He also did go through a breakup recently, so I actually makes sense why this is why I had to give him some free time. I don't even know if we're doing a podcast this Friday either. So, and the other thing too is I also did want to discuss KomoriCon because I heard that KomoriCon was fun. I saw a lot of Hellverse people over there, like Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel people,
Oh, nice.
So there's awesome people that are over there. I had a friend of mine who literally took pictures of what she did over there, and they had a fun time. That's great. That's one thing. But I also did hear a lot of bad things happening over at KomoriCon. So pertaining to ADA and the handicapped folks that
oh my gosh.
they're not really getting serviced well. Nobody got hurt. It's just more of I don't think they're really advantaging the ADA advantage well. Surprisingly, Anime Expo does a better job with ADA help compared to KomoriCon, and I find that surprising.
Yeah. That's saying a lot, man. And yeah, I haven't been to KomoriCon, but I am disappointed in how they handle ADA.
We've been at press for KomoriCon, and this is from the CaliCon blogcast, by the way. And KomoriCon, by the way, if you don't know, it's a convention up in Portland. We went there in 2021 and 2022, but we stopped going ever since. But it's been fun. I mean, it was fun meeting up with a lot of amazing people. Especially when you're cosplaying Owl House back then. Oh my god. It was fun to be Rain, and everybody loves you being Rain. I'm like, oh, thank you guys, thank you.
You made it rain.
Oh, and also another thing too, I don't know if you watched a vlog of the 2021 KomoriCon, but there was a Marcy cosplayer, and I freaked out. I literally freaked out and said, Marcy, oh my god, Marcy, come here. I need a photo.
I would too. Hey, she's right here, by the way. She's right here.
Okay, it's a plushie, but it's not a real life person can celebrate the fandom of being Marcy Wu.
Still though, I would freak out too if I were there. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was not really much Amphibia cosplayers, unfortunately, from Komori. But when you see a Marcy come out, I'm like, okay, I'll take it. ALA, I'm waiting for you to get more Amphibia cosplayers. I mean, to be fair, ALA 2025, hopefully we still have them, because I would love to see more Amphibia if there is anything. It's literally in the same spot where Aquarium of the Pacific is, okay? That's where Anne works.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we need more Amphibia representation,
I mean, cosplay-wise, yes.
More Owl House. I mean, we've got plenty of Owl House cosplayers.
There's many. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of awesome Owl House cosplayers. I think everybody who's hopping from Owl House is moving on to Hellverse now. So that's why you're seeing big fandoms of Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel cosplayers.
Yeah, and for good reason too. Has-Been Hotel is very popular, especially amongst conventions and cosplayers. Especially, I never forget that one cosplay gathering we went to.
We did, yeah, and I'm doing it again for ALA, by the way.
Yeah.
So get ready for Lucifer to come back.
And also, Hell of a Boss is still as popular as always.
It's still popular. I still don't find it as much appealing compared to Hazbin Hotel, but then again, I haven't watched like a couple episodes of the show, so I don't know. I might watch it eventually, but maybe once I watch one episode, I'll probably hop on and be like, "Oh my god, it's really good."
You'll probably be as glued to Hell of a Boss as you are Hazbin Hotel. I'm just like,
I mean, Hazbin Hotel is absolutely amazing. So
yes, it is. And I'm very happy it's successful. So.
all right. Yeah. So, nothing much that I did on Saturday. I just also saw like my college football team actually did make it to made themselves bowl eligible, which I'm really happy. Which means
that's awesome.
Hopefully they win a bowl in December. And then on Sunday, of course, we did hang out for that Pokemon Cafe, which is pretty sick. Yeah. Also, I do want to talk about football because Saturday and Sunday was also football day as well. The Raiders didn't play. How happy were you the fact that they didn't play this week?
We didn't lose. I'm celebrating. I'm happy. Let's go. Like, I know that I should be down in the dumps because my favorite team isn't playing this week, but I'm at the point where they keep losing, so I'm just like, you know what? A bye week is a win week. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Now, will you win this week?
Highly doubt it.
Makes me think about the pool that I'm in right now.
Yeah, you currently are in, by the way. Yeah.
Yes,
along with
the top. I'm in the top 2. I don't know if you guys remember last week, but I'm in the top 2, and we still win. I'm thankful that the Vikings won, or else I'm done. But I was like, oh my god, I was at the edge of my seat, like biting my nails, like hoping that the Jaguars suck, and they did suck. Thankfully, the Vikings are, I don't know. Thankfully, at least I wasted that Viking pick, so that at least it still won. Now I'm just kind of wondering like how the other opponent that I have, how he's gonna go, because at the moment he did have some picks that looked to be like something that could be saved for later. And I'm just saying, there's a chance that I could be able to become the champion of this year.
There is, but you got to keep in mind, you have 2 strikes, he has 1, so...
I don't know. I have a chance. I think there's a chance.
There is a chance, but...
I'm just saying, like, when he gets the second strike, then you're going to be talking.
Yeah. If he gets a strike, you know, that chance of yours is going to go from 25% to 50% chance.
Exactly, yeah. So,
yeah,
I'm just saying it's a possible chance. I think I've got everything settled. Let's hope that I can be able to make it through to like the end of the season or something.
You may have a 25% chance, but at least you don't have a 0% chance.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah. Don't remind me. I'm eliminated from survival.
You are currently in 5th place overall out of the pool of 17 people
that
we have.
I can celebrate the fact that I made top 5, so...
You beat your brother, so
yes.
you should at least celebrate that.
Top 5, yay me.
You should, you should celebrate the fact that you did beat your brother.
I know, like, it's pretty historic. Like, this is the first time ever that I actually beat my brother, who is actually the host of the Survival Pool.
The host has been taken down again. He can never win his own championship.
The student surpasses the teacher in this case.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, Omi pretty much explained our Sunday, so that was all of it we could say.
Yeah, that's all we can say.
Good catch up stuff. All right, let's go ahead and start the episode up, and let's actually talk about, well, things that happened recently over at Brazil. So if you haven't heard, D23 Brazil just came up, and to be honest, all the stuff that has been announced at D23 Brazil is pretty much the same thing that happened at D23 this year in Anaheim. They announced the Lilo and Stitch movie. They announced, the Dreams Productions show coming out in December. New Mufasa trailer did drop. Again, a bunch of stuff here and there. I'll go ahead and list down as much as I can. But the one thing that came out that kind of intrigued us was the fact that Ice Age is not dead. There's a 6 coming out for Ice Age. And I'm coming here wondering, do we need this? Do we really need this? No.
And unfortunately, their animation studio may be dead, but this particular project, Ice Age 6, is not.
Anyways, Ice Age 6 did get announced, by the way. So, again, did we need this? Do we need this?
No, absolutely not. Like, I just don't understand. Like, even after Blue Sky was dead, somehow Ice Age manages to resurrect itself and make another freaking sequel.
Okay, so how... Okay, first off, I haven't actually seen 5. Like, I haven't seen the latest Ice Age. I just remember dinosaurs popped up. Is that the 5?
Yeah, no. The latest Ice Age movie I saw was Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and I never watched 4 or 5. I don't intend to.
Okay, so Dawn of the Dinosaurs is when dinosaurs finally come up. So are we expecting dinosaurs in 6? Like, this is supposed to be the end of the Ice Age, right? I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't shown us the plot synopsis of Ice Age 6, so who knows what it could be, but all I know is it's going to be unnecessary.
So is this going to be like the time where now everybody gets extinct? So we get the woolly mammoth extinct, the saber-tooth tiger extinct, and all those creatures extinct now? Is this like the 6 where it kind of all ends? Is that what we're looking forward to? Just because like 5 had a happy ending and stuff?
I'm hoping that this is the very last one, but I'm pretty much speculating that if this becomes successful, that's a big if. There could be a 7. Brace yourself for Ice Age 7, Ice Age 8.
Look, here's
Ice Age 9.
the one thing about Ice Age. I think I heard about this too. Is that the director of 1 through 3 is not going to be a part of 6. So
that's already a bad sign.
I mean, you already know from like 1, 2, and 3. Like Ice Age 1, 2, and 3 were okay, good movies. Like was it the Woolly Mammoth? Again, I don't even know the names just because we haven't seen a new Ice Age movie in so long.
Manfred was the
Manfred, yeah. Manfred, he got married, had kids, Queen Latifah's the wife. Bunch of it's been forever, okay? I just remember from the first movie, like the 3 of them trying to save a human, getting back to this family. I thought that was actually pretty wholesome and all that jazz.
Yeah, Ice Age 1 was definitely, peak, Ice Age. Ice Age 1 was where it peaked. And then Ice Age 2 and 3, they were okay. Like you said, I'm the same boat as you. Like 2 and 3 were okay. 1 was awesome. 4 and 5, I'm not even bothered watching.
But you just see the trend, right? When you watch Ice Age, like, Icy Age for Ice Age, then everything melts. Like, was it? The tectonic plates now became continents. It's not a big land. It's now became their own countries.
Yeah.
What is it? Scrat just continue becoming an idiot with a nut.
You see, Scrat is the only reason that the later sequels are worth watching is because of Scrat himself. Because let's be honest, Scrat's antics are always fun to watch.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing about it, it's like Scrat always has an adventure in the movies. Like he's in the beginning of the movie, he's always at the end of the movie. Like, and then so some stuff in the middle where Scrat just like does some random stuff while the main characters are there just doing the story and stuff. Like Scrat is just like a side story. Like he's just out there. Oh, he's just trying to make sure his nut is
it's always him and his acorn.
Yeah,
they go on many adventures.
His acorn, his nut. Like he always wants to be with it together. Then I just remember one time where like the Scrat met up with this one girl, like saber-tooth squirrel.
I remember that.
They fought for that particular acorn as well. And I'm like, okay, cool. Are they gonna love each other? No, because she's just gonna take the acorn. And I'm like,
like if there's one thing that squirrels love one of their mates, it's always the acorns. Their acorns always have a priority.
I was not like okay. I was okay with like seeing that kind of part of the story, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be influenced more in Ice Age 6 here. But again, like what is the story going to be pertaining now? Just because like the 3 of them are still going to be the main cast. I mean, we did hear that what's the name of the characters? Oh, Ray Romano.
Ray Romano
is still going to be Manfred. John Leguizamo is still going to be voicing the same character he was.
Yeah.
Same as Dennis Leary, he's also voicing as well.
Yeah, Manny, Sid, and Diego are back, and all 3 of these actors are reprising the roles.
Yeah. So there's a positive part when it comes to it, but then like look at the rest of the cast. Like you do have Queen Latifah coming back, you do have like other characters coming back. Maybe Josh Peck might come back as one of those little like muskrats. Yeah, I don't get it. Like I literally to be honest, I did fall off out of 4 and 5. Like 4 and 5 came out, I'm like I can't start watching more of this Ice Age stuff.
Exactly. They were milking it. Like Blue Sky was their number one. Ice Age was Blue Sky's number one cash cow. Now it's under Disney, and it's like Ice Age is still getting milked.
Yeah, I don't understand that because Blue Sky's done. Like you get it. Like Blue Sky's done. It's under Disney Animation Studios now. With the fact that Ice Age is coming back, I don't know how the story's gonna go. Like, are they just gonna get extinct now? Is it just the finale? If it's gonna be like the finale of Ice Age, then maybe it's a little bit of an interest to me. I would say that under Disney now, like, how much of a difference would it be in terms of quality? Had it been released in Blue Sky as opposed to say
being released to Disney right now, how would it affect the quality? Like, how would it, because of the different writers and stuff like that? But then I instantly remember Adventures of Buck Wild.
Is that good?
I haven't seen Adventures of Buck Wild, but I heard it's terrible. And
that's not Blue. That's not Disney. That's Blue Sky, right?
I think that Adventures of Buck Wild got released sometime after Blue Sky got asked, but I could be wrong. But but either way, Adventures of Buck Wild was a spin-off movie to this, starring Buck, Crash, and Eddie, and I've heard that it's just as bad, if not worse, than 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cannot see myself like watching this to say. Like, I know this is supposed to come out in 2026. They have 2 years to make this animated movie. But how can it like live up to the success of what it was back when it was the first Ice Age, second Ice Age?
Yeah, no, it can't. You have to pull off a miracle. You have to pull off a Hail Mary. And I'll tell you what the Hail Mary is. You know how Ice Age 6 could potentially work? Have the 3 of them reunite with the baby, but then have the baby be an adult.
Maybe. But here's the thing. We haven't really seen any humans ever since 1.
We haven't seen humans ever since 1. And as we go through more movies, I thought to myself, where's the baby? Because if you would think about it, the baby played a significant role in the friendship of the 3.
Yes, that's true.
It's the glue that held them together. So it kind of disheartened me to the fact that they shafted the baby and the rest of the human tribe aside, for more animal characters.
I don't get it. Like, from 2 to 5, it's always been animals. And now, if they're going to bring humans back in 6, something tells me it's just because it's the end of the Ice Age. Like, humans did go through the Ice Age. Yeah, exactly. And we get this, like, you can look back at history books and they said, like, humans went through the Ice Age and blah, blah, blah. So now, like, with the fact that, like, all of his story is actually looking to be true, where, like, the tectonic plates now all became their countries. It's not Pangea anymore, where it's all became, like, one big landmass. It's now split up into, countries now. Mm-hmm. And something tells me, like, if we're going to continue on with the timeline of what happened in, like, 4 and 5, 6 will be the final movie. Because I get it. Like, you're trying to get that 6-part movie. Like what you did with Star Wars, for example.
Well, I would agree, but we thought Collision Course was going to be the last one. So you never know. There could be an Ice Age 7. There could be an Ice Age 7.
I don't know. I just really hope this franchise ends. And I have a feeling like we are in that part where, like, things will get extinct. Like, Ice Age did extinct every one of these animals.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, Manny, Sid, and Diego die.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, you don't see the woolly mammoth anymore. You don't see the saber-tooth tiger anymore. I'm just saying. They're all probably, like, going to die eventually.
Oh, they are. Well, I don't want to see the characters die. I want to see the franchise die. I want to see the franchise itself go extinct.
That's how it will end. Like, what, maybe an asteroid comes in and destroys them all? Well, that's the dinosaur age, though. Prehistoric age. But, like obviously it's the Earth is gonna warm up and everything's gonna melt. You've seen that already in 4 and 5. Eventually, they're all not gonna feel good and they're gonna probably, like, die. I don't know. Like, it's gonna happen eventually. Like, where's the end of the Ice Age? It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but since this is a kids movie franchise, obviously the characters are gonna stay alive. But as adults, we come to know for a fact that eventually, off screen, they're pretty much gonna die, very soon.
I'm wondering how, again, I know Ice Age 6 is supposed to be another continuing ongoing series when it comes to the Ice Age movies, but I don't think it's necessary. I feel like they should at least focus more on other sequels that Disney's have on their arsenal. Me and Jess were actually talking about this. Why don't we have an Encanto 2? Yeah, because I'd love to see an Encanto 2.
Yeah, if not an Encanto sequel, at least make an Encanto series.
Yeah, I mean, we were all discussing that because, like, Encanto is going to continue on, and I feel like they have a lot more material to bring up because the Family Madrigal is now open for everybody. So
yeah, it is and I know it's us talking about Encanto seems a bit off topic, but we just like to bring up examples.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, they could have done more other sequels instead. Like, come on, there are a lot more in your arsenal, Walt Disney Animation. Like, I know you want to bring back Blue Sky, like, old animations and stuff, but not this one, I would say.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no. Now, of course, you could bring back, other Blue Sky, properties, like, say, Rio, make a Rio 3, because at least Rio isn't milked to the dry bone. We've had enough of Ice Age. We've been saying this ever since the release of Ice Age 4 or 5. We don't need more Ice Age.
Yeah. We don't need it indeed. All right. But anything else you want to bring up for this Ice Age movie?
Nothing much I want to say except I will not be spending my time or money watching this unnecessary cash cow.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ice Age 6 is not really impressive for all of us, so we're going to probably skip this, if anything.
Which is sad because, I'm a fan of Ray Romano. I've been a fan of his work ever since I was a kid. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Ray. I love you, but this ain't it.
Yeah, this ain't it. All right, I need to check the camera. Hold up for just 1 second, folks. Looks like the camera ran out of memory. It did. What does it say that the flash drive is not there? Interesting. Oh, because it ran out of time. Or whatever. Yeah, sorry about that. The camera ran out of memory.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but... again, we'll have to clear that up. I need to get more SD cards. All right. Anyways, so let's actually move on to the next subject then, and actually talk about a show that we are very familiar with, the Owl House.
Yes. Oh yeah. The show may be over, but the hype is still alive.
So,
we're still talking
Owl
about
House fans, we're going to give some brand new news about the Owl House. If you have been listening recently over on your social medias, the creator of the Owl House, Terrace, has pretty much debunked the idea of pretty much having an Owl House sequel. And I know all of you fans have been always saying, "Where's the next season? Can we have more of the Owl House? Can we have things that we would love to see more about the Owl House, etc., etc., etc." There's just too much content, too many comments that says, "Why don't we have more Owl House?" Well, Dana pretty much literally says, "I am stopping the show. It's done. It is done."
Yeah, seriously, the Owl House fandom has been so, hungry for more content, for more Owl House, because, we get it. Now, the series may have gone, shorter than anticipated, but at the end of the day, we still got a satisfying conclusion to a series.
It did. And the conclusion is actually really great. I mean, the fact that they did have a time skip and you see, Luz going back into the Boiling Owls with the rest of the folk, with everybody there. So, if anything, the worlds are colliding, and plus, Luz looks like she's having a happy life with, Abby and everybody there.
It's what else could you possibly do with the Owl House lore? Where do you go from there?
I get it. People want to explore more about the story about the Owl House, especially, what happened when Luz goes back into the magical school, and, do more humans actually go into the Boiling Owls, blah, blah, blah.
Now, I can understand those asking for, art books, comics, or anything like that.
That's just more of, stuff that they could just get out of Disney's locker, okay? These are, concept art from the Owl House. Okay, we just put it into a book. There you go.
I can understand that, but you guys are asking so much, for a brand new season, more content, in the show.
I mean, you know why? People continued, to bash on Disney just because season 3 was too short. Only three-hour episodes. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, but the problem, I've been in this boat too, but the problem is that, some people are still going on about it.
Oh, they even after the show ended, they're just continued on, pretty much putting up, so much comments about, why, Owl House got snubbed. Why don't we have a new season? Let's get more Owl House, that kind of thing.
I agree that Owl House got snubbed, but guys, I'm gonna be real with you. It's time to move on. It's time to move on.
My thing is it was over. It looked like it ended satisfactory, and I know that people want to see more of what happened in the Owl House after what people have been saying what Disney went through, but no, I understand what Dana had to go through, and she wants to move on to different projects.
Yeah, so. And I'm proud of Dana for saying this because, Dana herself wants to show that she's more than just the creator of Owl House. She's someone who could do more projects, more shows, more content.
Yeah.
Not just Owl House.
I mean, she wants to get back into other animated projects. Maybe not make her own, but she did make her own and it did work out great. But no, I mean, if she wants to end Owl House, she wants to end Owl House, and that's fine. I think it's just up to the fans to just pretty much continue on with the Owl House. I've seen so many fan comics of people putting up their comics of what happens next to Luz and Amity and Willow and Gus and Hunter and everybody there. And I actually do love those fan comics. So why don't you guys make more? Fans, you can make your own like story. It may not be canon to the original like Owl House, but come on, you guys have creative minds. You guys can make something new.
The problem is that I don't know. It's certain. It's pretty much this group of fans. Now every fan base has those group of people, not just Owl House, but other shows and all that. I'm gonna be honest. Like there's some fans within the fandoms that are too impatient. They're too impatient, and they just want more. So they want to keep on begging the creator for more. And it's at the point where I'm pretty much saying it's one thing to have passion for a show. Passion is great, but use the passion for good purposes. Do something good with it.
I don't know what's up with those like people that are continuing to like comment stuff and say like, oh, like I want more Owl House, I want more of this and that. I'm like, bruh, it's over. Please just get out of here.
If you want more Owl House content, make your own Owl House content.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you said, fan comics. There's also fan fiction. That's what fan fiction is for. Hell, you could even write Owl House books of your own.
I mean, fan art also. I mean, there's a lot of people who've been drawing a lot of Owl House fan art and stuff. So if anything, the fandom is there. Just live up to that, okay, guys? I get it. Dana will not continue on with Owl House, if anything. Dana. So the other thing that made Dana actually bring up the fact that she had to say no was the fact that people were saying that there was actually a real Owl House confirmation. Like some fan literally says, "Oh, there's gonna be brand new Owl House content," woo! And then literally Dana comes in, right? She's off Twitter, by the way. She just hops on Twitter again and just says, "No, somebody's making stuff up. There's no proof about this." And that's why she says she doesn't want season 4. I don't want to redo anything or make my whole career centered around one idea. But hey, if that ever changes, you'll hear it straight from Dana herself. Not someone who tries to view it on TikTok. Like, it's clout. I get it. So how do you like Dana's response when people start hearing about the rumor of the new confirmed Owl House or something?
I felt that was a really classy response to someone who just spread around this rumor about more Owl House. I felt like Dana Terrace had the patience of a saint when in response to this, because when you spread these rumors around about a cartoon that's going on that is false, but yet you continue to spread it anyway, that's pretty much doing a lot of harm. It's actually really harmful. Mm-hmm. Because not only are you deluding yourself, you're pretty much presenting your delusions, but you're also kind of like lying to the fans as well.
To be honest, there's a lot of those fans that are out there that continues to comment on saying, "Why don't we have more Owl House? Why don't we have a new season? Screw Disney, they snubbed the Owl House, blah blah blah." And they continue to do that, and it sucks, and I hate it sometimes because like you just put something up about the Owl House, and then you'll have a troll literally just come into your comments saying like, "I want more Owl House, I want more Owl House," and I'm like, don't be a fucking kid. Literally just like live up to whatever's going on with what happened to the show.
Like grow up.
Grow up. Like it's over. 3 seasons of it is done. We can't do much about it.
Exactly. And it's at a point where it's been over 2 years since the Owl House ended. It's over. It's time to move on. It's like, okay. If you're pissed about the Owl House being snubbed by Disney, that's totally fine. I felt it too. Like, yeah, Owl House deserved justice, but doing this is not how you show it.
Were you one of those folks that after the finale you're saying you want more?
I was hoping for more, honestly, but
so you were one of them.
No, I was hoping for more, but you don't see me up there going like, message to create like, Dana, I want more Owl House, or you don't see me spread this rumor about, create more. We got more Owl House content. No, I'm better than that. See, that's one thing. Like, it's one thing to have the anger towards Owl House being snubbed, but use it to do something beneficial. Like make a fan art, make fan comic. Like there's a right way of handling your anger about this, and there's a wrong way. This is the wrong way.
This is absolutely the wrong way to do it, and I'll be very surprised if there's like a lot of those that are continue to say this. And I'm like, you're wasting your damn life, bro. Or, bruh, just go ahead and just live on and watch another show. I mean, don't ruin that fandom either, by the way.
And the point that I'm getting, Dana herself has said that she is looking to make more content, and who knows? Her next project could be as good, if not better, than the Owl House.
But the thing is that it's on her word. So if she doesn't say anything about the Owl House, then it's over. Get it? Like, look, Alex Hirsch didn't come back to the Gravity Falls until, 10 years later after Gravity Falls ended.
Yeah.
And look at it now. It's more successful than it was back then.
It's successful thanks to Book It Bill, and I'm saying the Owl House could have its own book that could revive the Owl House fan base back to where it was.
Again, it's based off Dana. I will not like push her to say do more like Owl House stuff. Like I'm fine with it. Like I don't want to continue saying let's get an art book. Let's get a something from Disney. Let's get like plush toys. I mean, Owl House fans, you even know that there's gonna be Funko Pops for Owl House 2 coming up.
Which has been confirmed, yes.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, look, like the Owl House fans gotta remember just gotta know like the show's over. Like the show is over. The fandom is still out there. Continue to live your life in the fandom. But like there will be more stuff that Owl House will bring up. I mean, that's not under Data's word. That's more towards Disney's word. Because Disney owned the rights to the Owl House. And if they want to get more money for Disney side, then they have to like merchandise, like do some stuff here and there. That's the reason why you currently have art books for Amphibia coming out next year. Funko Pops for Owl House coming out next year. And a bunch of like media that Disney just totally forgot about. Like, I think they know now that the cash cows have been on Amphibia at the Owl House. And they're like, fuck, we screwed up. Now they're going to merchandise it now.
Yeah, the Funko Pops are actually a good sign. That means that, there's a small percentage of chance that the Owl House merchandise could be released.
Yeah. Actually, you were part of the Indiegogo campaign, right?
I actually wasn't.
You weren't? Oh!
Like, I'm familiar with the campaign. I just never really participated.
Apparently. So, I didn't know about this, but he's Filipino. I'm like, damn!
Whoa.
Hell yeah. Culture pride. Let's go. I've seen his videos, by the way. He looks pretty cool. Actually, don't quote me on that. I don't even know he's Filipino. Sorry. I just looked at the face and that kind of stuff, and I thought he was. But anyways, what was I going to say? He was even producing so much stuff about like Owl House, Amphibia, and stuff, and even Gravity Falls. Like all three fandoms, all made together, and they're making like so many amazing projects, like keychains, figures. Like I don't know if you saw the figures, but the figures look pretty cool. Like a Mabel figure, a Calamity Ann figure. A Sasha figure, a Marcy figure, even a Darcy figure, which I bought too. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm getting to the Darcy or fuck.
I thought you hated Darcy.
I know. I don't know. Maybe Jess tell me otherwise.
No offense.
No, I'm just saying, like, look, they're making projects like this, and the creators are also backing them up. So if anything, they're doing really well when it comes to like not really outsourcing their stuff like Disney. They might not be involved with Disney's help, but look, the fans are just doing as much as they can to help the fandom out, and all these items are just amazing stuff that the fandom is working on.
Yeah, so if anything, show your love for the series by creating your own figures, create your own merchandise, create your own, like, use that passion you have for the show to create something good. Don't use that passion to, for destructive purposes.
Yeah, like I don't see Owl House or Amphibia pretty much ending. I just know that Owl House continues on, and there's just more and more content from fans that are continuing to help support the show. And again, it's kind of like having that run with Steven Universe. Like, for example, Steven Universe ended, and they still continued on with more fan art, with more like amazing stuff. Same with Adventure Time. Same thing with them. They have a lot more fan art when it comes to like Bubbleine. Blah blah blah. It's just a bunch of awesome stuff, and I think Amphibia and Owl House are in that same role. And I really, if anything, my work here that I want to talk to all the fans is please just let the creator just do her own thing. Like, keep it as it is. Don't push her to continue making more of the show. You're pretty much wasting your time, or pretty much talking to an empty void. Just settle with what you have in the Owl House and just keep it like that.
I mean, Dana Terrace worked so hard on the show, and she's been through trials and tribulations with the show, especially when it comes to her feud with Disney. So the girl needs a break. The woman needs a break.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. And like I said, the Owl House may be over, but stay with the fandom. The fandom is just continuing to be live.
Yep, it's continuing to thrive. The Owl House is still alive. And like I said, show your pride for the show. Do it in a creative way, not a destructive way.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to bring up?
Nothing much I want to say, except we thank Dana Terrace for this amazing show, and don't get pressured by the fans into creating more Owl House content. Like, we let you do your own thing.
Disney at least knows about the Owl House and Amphibia's success. That's the reason why they're currently in shorts like Chibiverse, for example.
Yeah,
keep it like that, guys. Keep it like that. Keep the fandom going.
So there's still Amphibia Owl House love to go around for Disney.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. I mean, it's a great show, and I mean, obviously, when I saw it end, I did also tear up a little bit just because of what happened, but I was satisfied with how it ended.
All right? Yes. Just be thankful that it didn't go the Haley's on it route. No.
Okay, don't you dare bring that up.
It at least we at least got a satisfying ending, so celebrate that.
Yeah, don't you bring up Haley's on it. They got really screwed over. Which, by the way, we need to bring up eventually an episode about that. Oh my god.
I'm just saying, Owl House could have ended up in a much worse fate. Think about that.
Exactly. Anyway, Dana, thank you very much for responding to what was going on in the fandom, because there was just so many people commenting that they want more Owl House. Thank you for standing up, and again, if the Owl House is over, it's over, and I was satisfied with how the show ended.
Yeah, props to you for staying classy, Dana.
All right. Now, let's head over to our main subject here and actually do ourselves a fun game again, and actually bring up Cartoon Network. And we're doing ourselves a little tier maker of Cartoon Network. Now, from the history of Cartoon Network, I just remember like watching Cartoon Network back in the 90s, and it used to be like old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, so you get to see like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Flintstones, Jetsons, etc. But we're gonna start now. This kind of tier list, we're actually gonna start it off in the 90s, where they used to first come up with cartoons, for example.
Yes. Now, cartoons was one of my first exposures to animation as a kid. There was just so many great classic cartoons that I would watch daily, and I couldn't get enough of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember watching Dexter's Lab, like Cow and Chicken. What was it? Mike, Luke, and Ugg. There's Johnny Bravo. There's a bunch of like amazing cartoons that I remember, and you know, I lived up to the hype when it comes to Cartoon Network. Like, that was back in the 90s, bro. Like, 90s old cartoons. Like, if you ever like talk to me about watching Dexter's Lab, on a Friday, like Cartoon Fridays. Yes. That's how long we're gonna go back, guys.
All these shows were pretty much, you know, staples for how awesome Cartoon Network was during the time. So yes, I remember watching these shows, and like before school and especially after school, I would come back home to watch these classic cartoons.
It's like they're all great from Cartoon Network. I mean, like, I get it, like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon are kind of outbeating Cartoon Network right now, but you have to remember the fact that Cartoon Network back then was ahead of its time what you were watching on TV. You know,
they really were. Like they really were on their own prime. Like there was a time of Cartoon Network where it's at their own peak.
Indeed, yeah. And like, you know, it may have lost its luster, but Cartoon Network still TV Cartoon Network.
We still have memories with it.
Yeah.
At least.
All right, so let's actually go ahead and head over to our Tiermaker. But before we actually go to our Tiermaker, I know that some of you guys have been commenting on our recent Tiermaker on Nickelodeon. Yeah. Let's actually go ahead and look back at that list. We're just gonna be brief about it, but there are some things that we will admit will make mistakes. The first thing that comes to mind is that for Back in the Barnyard fans, I'm very sorry. Yes, I did put it F, and I could have actually put it in not watched list because I didn't watch it much at all.
Yeah, with Back in the Barnyard, I was a bit too harsh with putting it in F. I mean, there are some decent qualities here and there, but I just found it to be an unfunny show. Maybe I should have put it at D instead.
I mean, I could have just put it at not watched because I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes of the Back in the Barnyard, and usually when it's on Nickelodeon, I literally just skip it over to a different channel. So it didn't interest me. I should have just put it into didn't watch.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. One thing that we get a lot of complaints about was the fact that SpongeBob was in the A tier. I actually respectfully would love to put it in the S tier, literally above the Loud House. It's definitely up there just because of like how legendary the show has been. From all the memes we've collected, from like, what was it? All the amazing moments from the previous seasons, and just like, I get it, like it did go down on a slump, but I must say, like, SpongeBob was in my life. Like, I grew up watching SpongeBob, watching these amazing moments, and even referencing these stuff here and there that I even did put it up on my S tier list. But I mean, you did put it in A, and it was still an A.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this. Look, now I have all the respect for like the legacy that SpongeBob built and how much of an impact it had, not just in animation, but the entire entertainment industry as a whole. SpongeBob SquarePants was basically Nickelodeon's own golden baby. Like, you know, like SpongeBob is to Nickelodeon what Mickey Mouse is to Disney, what Bugs Bunny is to Warner Brothers.
Remember, Nickelodeon used to have Rugrats, but then they found SpongeBob, and that turned out to be their gold mine. That's why Rugrats did end.
And I'm not going to deny that most of my childhood was centered around SpongeBob. Like, I've had so much memories of SpongeBob and all his merchandise, and the first few episodes were peak. But there's just a few things about SpongeBob that kind of, you know...
Okay, but...
that kind of irritate me a bit.
Here's the thing. SpongeBob back then was under Hillenburg, and he did an amazing job, tried to at least make SpongeBob relevant and funny. When Hillenburg passed away, rest in peace, by the way.
May rest in peace.
Nickelodeon screwed it up. You have to blame Nickelodeon for all of the things that made SpongeBob what it is now. Like, kind of unfunny, but then also made Camp Coral and, Patrick Star Show. Like, something that Hillenburg didn't want at all.
Yeah, Hillenburg, there was a time when Hillenburg was not... Hillenburg kind of quit, like, after season 3, like, the first movie. And, ever since then, the series has gone downhill. But thankfully, it did pick itself back up after season 10.
The fact that they keep on putting up references again, they know. Like, the fans, like, the creators know. The fans love the old cartoon, like, the old SpongeBob show. So that's why you end up hearing my leg again. You keep on seeing Kevin, you know, the sea cucumber from that one episode, you know. There's some flashbacks here and there that tells me, like, okay, they're kind of bringing back some of the old fans, but then the kids back then probably don't know it.
Yeah, and I'm saying that had seasons 1 through 3, had the series gone seasons 1 through 3, and then going all the way to like seasons 10 and up, like I would have put it S tier. But the fact that we had seasons 5 through 9 that were so bad with continuity, bad jokes, bad humor, just being spirited, tone all around.
I ignore all of them. I ignore all of them. Okay.
I'm sorry, you just can't ignore all of them because they're basically part of SpongeBob at the end of the day.
That's what I'm trying to say. I have to ignore them because, like, look, the fact that the show lived up 25 years and it has been like an impact in my heart. Like, it impacted my life because, like, I grew up watching SpongeBob and just referencing SpongeBob here and there. And then we have, look, in many conversations, you had so many jokes about SpongeBob, right? Like, there's going to be some joke in there where somebody will pop up and, that kind of laugh, you know? Look at the other shows that get referenced too. We don't ever get, like, references of, like Adventure Time or Steven Universe or Loud House, for example. Like, SpongeBob has been there for 25 years and has lived throughout, like, all of our generations, to say.
Yeah,
that's why it's so impactful. That's why I kept it an S tier show. It's a really great show, really good for Nickelodeon.
And I wish I were in the same boat as you. I really do wish that, I would say to myself, yes, SpongeBob is, S tier because, you're right. Like, it had a huge impact on all of us.
You just have to, like, think about it being off. Like, get off of the new SpongeBob. Like, I get it, new SpongeBob is great, but get back of, like, don't think about the old SpongeBob. Like, I get it, it did make an impact of, like, how SpongeBob was, like, is now, but then still look at the new generation of SpongeBob. Like, forget Camp Coral and Patrick Star Show. We know that both of them sucked. Yeah. But look at the new SpongeBob episodes. Now they're trying to get back the old audience. Like,
I do.
Like for example, the big birthday blowout bash. Like, that was great. That was a great, like, special.
The big birthday blowout bash was the best SpongeBob episode since its golden age. So,
I'm just
I would
saying,
agree.
like, look at it trying to go back to its old days of, like, how SpongeBob was and stuff.
And I'm proud of it for finally coming back to its roots, sort of, and being better than what it was, like, after the first movie. But I'm just being real here. I'm just being honest, okay? Yeah. Like, SpongeBob can be a bit overhyped sometimes. It can be. I understand the impact it has. I understand the success. I'm just saying, like...
Overhyped, but, like, we were all fans of SpongeBob. That's why we keep on putting references of SpongeBob everywhere.
And I get the references. I get the memes. We have our hee-hee ha-has and all that stuff. But, there are some elements of SpongeBob that I feel, like, kind of keep it from being the S tier. But I put in the A tier, no less, no low. And the thing is that you got to keep in mind is that when it comes to the reactions, I'm going to be real, some people are reacting as if we put in the F tier when that's not the case. We put in a good tier. A tier is a high enough tier, guys. Come on.
I felt it should have gone higher. Like I said, I felt it should have gone higher. Again, impacted all of our lives. It was an icon for everybody. So I say S. That's my ranking. I keep it S, but you're keeping it A. I'm like, this is why we had to like make it an A tier show, and I'm like, this feels wrong.
Yeah, I would say like SpongeBob is S because S is for SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep it S then. But no, you kept it A. I'm like, what the fuck?
I kept it A because as much as I love the show, there are some issues I have with it.
I get it. I understand. But again, some of the fans will go back and say like, what the hell, man? What the hell is wrong with you? Ooh.
And you know what? Honestly, it comes with the territory. Whenever we do videos like this, like Tiermaker, there are some people who are going to be, upset with the choice we make. And that's fine. I'm pretty much, I'm indifferent towards it. Like, I'm pretty much at the point where I'm just like, you know what? You have your opinions. You think we did a bad job, put a show at this place. That's totally fine. But at the end of the day, it's our list.
I get it. But either way, he kept it A, and we're going to keep it at A. Damn. I also do want to admit that there are some shows that I think that are better than Loud House. We did put it second place in our tier list. But I feel like Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, they belong over Loud House to me. Just because, like, I get it. Avatar is absolutely the number one show. Because it's absolutely great. But I do have to admit, like, Danny Phantom was, like, so great for me that I needed to put it in S tier and a high S tier. Because it was such a great story. And there's so many great moments when it comes to Danny Phantom. And then Jimmy Neutron was a legend. Was an icon himself if it wasn't for a yellow sponge,
Yeah, so yeah, there are a few shows that we all can at least agree upon. Avatar, Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, they're all peak, and of course you got some people complain. I've heard some people complain about how we put Loud House too high, and I'm thinking to myself, well, the Loud House is how we got here in the first place. So
yeah, but I mean, kind of high. It is kind of high. Like 8 years into the show, but then you look back at like Danny Phantom and Jimmy Neutron, and then look how their story's a little bit better than the Loud House. Kind of makes sense why I kind of do want to rank them higher than the Loud House.
I mean, we ranked Avatar as number one, so I think like that's the best decision we made.
Yeah, that's the best decision we made. At least we kept it at that.
And of course, Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, I'm not going to argue with them whatsoever.
Yeah, they're both great shows.
They're some of the top best shows in Nickelodeon, no doubt.
Okay, so let's go ahead and actually set up our tier maker. I just totally forgot that we forgot to bring it into our Google Chrome here. So I'm going to actually do something here. For those watching on our stream, we'll be right back. So just hang on there for a second, guys. Oops. What's the name of it again?
Ultimate Cartoon Network Show Tier List Revamped.
Oh, you didn't turn the microphone. All right. Okay, so sorry for the delay. We've actually finally got our Tiermaker list, which also does mean that we also will be able to see our Tiermaker list over here. So welcome to our Tiermaker, right over here.
Yes.
All right, so we have this big list of many cartoons from Cartoon Network. We're going to go quickly because we're kind of like are in this show a lot. So let's actually go ahead and get things started. I do want to let you guys know that these are all based on our own opinions. And if you want to play along too, we have the link on our description as well. And if you want to like set your own tier list as well, again, we'll post it up on our Twitter and our Instagram of the tier list. And you guys can like comment down what you think our list is going to be. It's like what we have it in our Nickelodeon tier list to say. All right, let's start off with this cartoon. Batman the Animated Series?
Batman the Animated Series. S tier immediately.
Ooh, actually, yeah, you might be. Wow, we're already starting off with the S tier already.
We're already starting with peak.
Wow. Okay. First off, Is it Batman the Animated Series or Kids WB show?
It's a what?
Kids WB show.
I can't really say for sure, but it is a Warner Bros. Animated show for sure, and it was on Cartoon Network. So, yeah,
I was surprised about that. I was thinking like, wait, I thought it was supposed to be on Kids W. Like, I thought it was a Kids WB show. Let me know. Let me know if you guys. Let me know. By the way, in the commenters for the stream. By the way, is it a Kids WB show or a Cartoon Network show? Because
I remember watching it on Cartoon Network a few episodes when I was a kid, and yeah, I was blown away by it.
Either way, animation was great. I remember watching first ever Batman would be the Batman the Animated Series, and yes, absolutely gorgeous. Everything was just amazing. So yes, I would say S tier as well.
The way they captured the dark, brooding atmosphere of Gotham, and as well as they make the Batman villains tragic figures. Yes, they do fight Batman, they commit crimes, but there's a deep reason behind each and every single villain as to why they do it.
Well, either way, we are giving Batman the S tier, so does deserve it, I would say.
Yes.
All right, next. Two stupid dogs. Two stupid dogs. Two stupid dogs.
I barely watched Two Stupid Dogs.
Really? Oh my god, I remember watching this. It was funny. Oh my god. If I was going to be like one guy to actually bring up Two Stupid Dogs, I think I again, not S tier. It's a really funny show. I just remember watching it and it was just like really great to see. But I would say B in my case. Okay. I don't know. You haven't seen it?
I said I haven't seen much of it. So
really? Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just put it B in this case.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen it. So yeah, we'll put it in B for Two Stupid Dogs. Looks great there. How about SWAT Cats? Are SWAT Cats?
I haven't seen that either.
Wow. I think actually, to be honest, I actually haven't seen that. That's what we're gonna put in. They haven't seen list either.
I know, blasphemy, right? We haven't seen SWAT Cats.
So SWAT Cats is also in haven't seen. So let's put it in haven't seen. All right. Next up, how about the Animaniacs?
It's time for Animaniacs.
Yeah.
And we're zany to the max. Oh god, Animaniacs is a classic. Like Steven Spielberg really outdid himself with this cartoon, with many wonderful creative characters.
Many of the shorts that were also in it too. You have the pigeons, you have the squirrel, you had like what was it? The singing. What were the singing people again? Was it like turkeys or something?
It was the Good Feathers.
Good Feathers. There you go. Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, so there were birds. So I don't remember. But yeah, then of course you have Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. All three of them obviously were the main like characters, but you also did have like some other spin-off characters, like Pinky and the Brain, for example.
Pinky and the Brain, yeah, and then their dynamic of Pinky and the Brain works so well because it's two rats with contrasting personalities. We got one who's a lovable, goofy dimwit, and the other's an evil genius.
Okay, I do have to say this though. Also the reboot did a really good job. So I would say this S tier as well.
Yes.
Well, but is it better than Batman the Animated Series?
That is sort of debatable. It's kind of debatable where to put this because it kind of depends on how big of a Batman fan you are, and it also depends on how big of a fan of Steven Spielberg and his cartoons that you are. So I'll say Batman the Animated Series a bit higher than Animaniacs, but Animaniacs comes as a close second.
I think when it comes to the story of Batman, it was so impactful with all the villains that you saw from like, was it Sub-Zero and was it Joker? Joker was an absolutely great goddess too. Plus also the fact of Harley Quinn like loving like Joker. I just never expected the whole love thing to happen until you saw the animated series. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think it depends on what you're really into. Like, if you're more of a drama series guy, Batman the Animated Series is better. But if you're kind of comedy, Animaniacs.
I still think it's better. So I think Batman the Animated Series actually beats out Animaniacs. Still in the S tier list, but Animaniacs definitely is in the S tier. Not better than Batman, but you understand why.
Yeah, needless to say, no matter how far we go into the list, it doesn't get better than this.
Okay. We do have other cartoons coming up here, like the Moxie Show. I haven't seen it, so I'm going to put that in the not seen. So, Moxie Show, not seen. How about Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Nope, haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, so if you're an Adult Swim, you remember watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast. As you see Space Ghost continue to talk to people, you get to see Zorak and Moltar, those main characters, even Brack. I remember watching this show and I thought it was okay just seeing like celebrities pop up as Space Ghost talks to them. It's a good like comedy show, but it's not like a lived up like great series to say. So I will have to say C on this particular show.
And that's perfectly fine.
Okay, Space Ghost Coast to Coast on a C. So there we go. How about the Water Cartoon Show?
The Warner Cartoon Show, I'll be real. I haven't seen much of Warner Cartoon Show.
So I got to say this: Warner Cartoon did lead up to all the cartoons that were on the cartoon lineup. By the way.
Yeah.
The first pilot of Powerpuff Girls was on it. The pilot of Dexter's Lab was on it. What was it? There's a bunch of other like pilots that were also there. It's kind of like what happened with Oya cartoons.
Yeah.
How the Fairly Odd Parents from Oya cartoons became its own regular show.
Yeah.
So like back then, remember back in the 90s, they had their like trials of like having animators come in, showcase their shows on TV, and the ones that end up becoming successful have their own TV shows.
So I can appreciate Warner Cartoons for being the first step to having their, each and every cartoon be as successful as they are. Like it really is like the stepping stone to what is to come. But in terms of how it stands on its own, it's fine. It's a series of pilot episodes.
Yeah, it's a series of pilot episodes, but like there are some like good ones that were in there as well that I must say, could have been some great animated series like in the long run for Cartoon Network. But I will have to give this a B, just because like we did get introduced to Powerpuff Girls, did get introduced to Dexter, and a bunch of other cartoons based off the What a Cartoon Show. Mm-hmm. So I'd say, I'd give it B.
Yeah, sure.
How about you?
I'm gonna say between a B or a C.
Oh, okay.
But then again,
we're gonna keep it like below Two Stupid Dogs in this case.
I'm gonna say put it slightly above because of how much of an impact that it had.
I think so too. All right, so we'll put the What a Cartoon series over at B in this case. All right, next up, how about Dexter's Lab?
Yes, Dexter's Lab.
Okay. Okay, so this is where I'm actually going to really, I don't know, because like you did bring up the first 2 seasons of Dexter's Lab, and that was animated well. But then when season 3 started to hit, the whole quality dipped.
Yeah, it was when, a certain creator known as...
Yeah, I forgot he made Art the Blood House. So, damn it. Why did you have to come in? Damn it. Why do we have to bring him in now?
Let's just say that even if those, didn't happen, which they did, screw that guy. Now, there's the fact that when Who came into the picture when it came to Dexter's Lab, that's when the quality did dip indeed. And because of that, we wish we could put in the S tier. We wish we could.
Yeah, I mean... It is so impactful with just so many great episodes, Dexter, Dee Dee, and just so many like amazing characters. Man Dark, oh my god,
Major Glory.
Oh yeah, the Justice League, but then they left after the second season. They were gone. I'm like, what happened to Justice League? Justice Friends. I remember them.
Yeah, I like how Dexter's Lab. It's not just all Dexter's cartoons, but there's also a combination of Dexter cartoon, Justice Friend cartoon, and Monkey cartoon.
Oh yeah, Dial-M for Monkey. See, if anything, it's kind of like those sub-series. I mean, we did say this for, I think Two Stupid Dogs did the same thing. Same with Animaniacs. Animaniacs did the same thing too. They have own other like series as well. Yeah. I would say this, so it does deserve A. If it didn't lack the quality of what happened in season 3, because I know that animation changed and the story just absolutely sucks. I don't know why we have Dad cartoons, Dexter cartoons, Mandar cartoons, Dee Dee cartoons. I'm like,
they were weird, and also the animation in the later seasons in comparison to the earlier seasons, the later seasons felt more awkward. Like to watch.
I'm gonna say this as well. It will be A in my case. So yes, Dexter. It sucks because like it was such a great show, but yeah, deserves the A.
If not for that huge monkey wrench, we would have put an S.
Yeah. There's this Superman show I've never seen, so we'll probably put it haven't seen in this case.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
How about Johnny Quest? Have you heard about Johnny Quest?
No, but there's another Johnny show that I have seen and loved, but in terms of Johnny Quest, I haven't.
This is a very old cartoon if we're gonna bring like Johnny Quest and stuff, but no, I haven't seen it either. Maybe for those that know about classic cartoons like the Johnny Quest days with Hanna-Barbera, maybe you know that, but I didn't know Johnny Quest that much back then. Yeah, no. Well, how about Johnny Bravo?
Okay. Yes, Johnny Bravo. It was one of my go-to shows as a kid, but I'm gonna be real with you. Johnny Bravo is one of those shows that would not get made today.
It will not be fun today to actually make that. No,
especially during the Me Too era.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like Johnny Bravo back then. I mean, here's the thing: it's funny that he keeps on getting pounded by many women that were in the show,
and that's what I like about this is that Johnny Bravo does deserve getting pounded out by these women because he keeps hitting on them. They won't leave him alone. He won't leave them alone.
Here's another thing too. It also did have that animation change as well. So remember the first couple of episodes of Johnny Bravo. You get to see like Johnny as his mom, and then like I think was it a little girl again, Susie?
Susie, yeah.
You get to see Johnny and Susie and everybody. Then you get to see the new season of Johnny Bravo, and like the animation changed. You still get to see Johnny's mom and Susie, but their character design was so different. Like Susie looked so different. Then you have this new guy named Carl, like becoming like Johnny's friend. I'm like, who's this guy? And even like
hi Johnny.
Yeah, and even the Pops. Yeah, even the guy who like works a freaking cafe or something. Yeah.
Like Pops really does. Now, Pops does try to be this father figure to Johnny Bravo, but he gives really bad advice.
Yeah, okay, so I don't know about Johnny Bravo. I would say, okay, it deserves A. It deserves A because I remember watching Johnny Bravo and I thought it was like a really funny show.
Yeah, it deserves an A. Now, of course, like I said, it's a show that hasn't aged all that well, but it's still pretty funny when we consider the fact that Johnny Bravo gets his comeuppance.
I again, like it's kind of like seeing Pepe Le Pew. Okay, so yes, we were gonna go with A for Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, think of Johnny.
Is it better than Dexter's Lab? I think not.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so Johnny Bravo will be right below Dexter's Lab in the tier list. Well, how about Cow and Chicken?
I see
chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how.
I've seen Cow and Chicken, and even as a kid, I found it to be meh.
Oh, come on.
But there is one saving grace of the show. Red Guy.
Yeah, well, he's the devil. Yeah, that's also.
My God, the Red Guy is so fun to watch. He's so deliciously evil.
He's funny. He's a very funny guy. He's supposed to be the devil, and he's like.
He's deliciously evil. He's over the top, and then of course Charlie Adler gives one of the best voiceover performances as the Red Guy.
Right. I think Cow and Chicken does deserve its comeuppance. I mean, like I remember watching Cow and Chicken like every time it was on Cartoon Network. Like you get to see Cow and Chicken, you get to see I Am Weasel, which we'll judge next, by the way. Yeah. And those two end up becoming like great series themselves. Like you see Chicken being a jerk, Cow just like trying to be an innocent girl. Cow, yeah, that kind of thing. I again, the voice acting just makes it funny and stuff. I have to say, Cow and Chicken does deserve its comeuppance. But then it's not as like high tier compared to like Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Lab to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, it's not nearly as good as Dexter's Lab or Johnny Bravo.
I would say okay, so I say B, but I think over what a cartoon.
I definitely would say, I would say B tier, somewhere between.
Okay.
Somewhere between them. Like,
all right.
If not for Red Guy, I would have put it in a C.
Well, I get it. What a Cartoon did make impact for all the other cartoons coming out for Cartoon Network. So I guess we could put it over there. So Cow and Chicken is currently in the middle of the B section there. Yeah. Okay, Cow and Chicken over there. Well, then how about the series that also came in Cow and Chicken? What I Am Weasel?
I Am Weasel!
An IR baboon. All right, so what about that show?
I Am Weasel is more or less about the same as Cow and Chicken. I would definitely put it like above Cow and Chicken because Weasel is such a, you know, classy, smooth character. And you see the difference of character between I Am Weasel and IR Baboon. You see the contrast between the characters, and it's a bit entertaining to see the two. Like, IR Baboon's jealous of I Am Weasel. He tries to compete with them.
I'm kind of wondering if it's actually better than Cow and Chicken, but I don't think it is.
I would say slightly better.
Slightly better. Interesting.
It's still a bit average to me.
It's an average show, but like I Am Weasel was the weasel that obviously was the smartest one, while IR Baboon does some idiotic stuff. He wants to be as popular as Weasel. I get it, like they're rivals and stuff. Yeah. But like you can see like IR Baboon like shaking his red ass like everywhere, and like Weasel just continuing to just be smart and like having all the girls and stuff like that. And I'm like,
so think of this like IR Baboon is to. So I Am Weasel and IR Baboon pretty much the Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck kind of duo when you think about it.
I guess, but I think Daffy Duck is as dumb as IR Baboon.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I mean, have you seen Looney Tunes show?
Okay, well, we're gonna judge that soon, by the way. No, but I Am Weasel, I gotta say, ooh, that's a tough one. I would say below Cow and Chicken.
I'm gonna say. I would put him slightly above Cow and Chicken, but it doesn't matter to me because both of them are a bit average shows, and they both have the Red Guy, which keeps it from being any lower.
So we'll just go with below Cow and Chicken.
We'll go below Cow and Chicken. Right. It's fine.
All right, next up, how about the Powerpuff Girls?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, gosh. Powerpuff Girls is one of those shows that I grew up with wholeheartedly.
This is tough, actually, because I think it's a great show. I remember watching like every episode of the Powerpuff Girls and even like creating a DVD set of it all. That tells you how obsessed I was when it comes to that show.
I remember watching the movie in theaters. I was blown away by it. So yes, Powerpuff Girls.
Oh god, that movie was so good. Also, yeah, you're right. Oh my god. Okay. But I have to say this. Remember, we are not judging the new Powerpuff Girls. That's on a different category. This is the old Jenny Tartakovsky Powerpuff Girls. Okay.
This is the OG Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
The good Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. I remember also like in the later seasons where we actually did have a change and shift when it comes to like the tone of the show. The animation changed, and I just remember that this one episode where they actually became teenagers, and I thought it was just like, whoa, what the fuck happened to them?
So they pretty much went the Dexter's Lab route where like things have changed in the later seasons, including the animation.
Yeah. I don't know what, but like Disney did the same thing too. But either way, the whole same wholesomeness happened in the Powerpuff Girls. I didn't see any like change in quality when it came to the new seasons of Powerpuff Girls. So I would say S. I probably would say S tier on this one.
I'm gonna say somewhere between an S and an A. I'm fine with it being an S tier.
Okay, yeah, cool. Let's just keep it S. I feel like it's okay. Now we're gonna put it in the S tier because I feel like. Is it better than Animaniacs? I don't think it's.
Oh, it's not as good as the other two.
Okay, so we'll put it right below Animaniacs.
Below Animaniacs, yeah.
Below Animaniacs, he says. And that's where the Powerpuff Girls will be.
Mojo Jojo.
Oh, and also he's a great villain too. Mojo Jojo and him and Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Yeah.
Come on.
Him, speaking of, Red Devil villains.
He's a worse Red Devil villain, I would say.
Oh, he's much more darker, more sinister.
All right. What about Ed and Eddie? Hey,
yes!
That's a legendary show, right, guys?
This is my personal favorite Cartoon Network show ever. Like, Ed and Eddie is my number one go-to.
All right. I actually watched... Okay, so it's weird because I did watch, like, every episode of Ed and Eddie when I was, like, back in the early 2000s. But then when they went to high school, that's when things started to change.
Yeah, and... It changed, like, it was slightly worse than they were in the cul-de-sac, but the charm was still there even when they went to Peach Creek School.
I mean, the other thing, too, was that they... Remember the Kanker sisters and stuff? Now they started like the Kanker sisters? I'm like, whoa, what's happening? I thought they hated each other or something.
Yeah. See, based on how the Kanker sisters are, they're also a group of characters who haven't exactly aged well either.
Yeah, okay, so if anything, I just feel like they did have, like, a grown-up time where they grew up and they actually start to like each other. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that works. But, I mean, like, I get it. Like, the whole cul-de-sac thing was mostly what Ed and Eddie was. Now, with the whole high school thing, I actually, to be honest, I didn't really watch much of the high school episodes. I just pretty much stopped a little bit over there. So... You watched the whole thing, I think, right?
I watched the whole thing.
Do you like the whole like high school setup that they did for Ed and Eddie?
It was a bit of an awkward transition for the cul-de-sac kids, but it was still quite engaging to watch because of the shenanigans that the Ed boys get to.
I also remember like even imitating Eddie a little bit with the big jawbreakers that they have. I even tried eating a jawbreaker that's not as big as you think.
I do got a impersonation that I'm a woodpecker. Except with dirt.
Are you Ed? Oh no! Did you actually imitate Ed as well? Oh god!
You'd be surprised how easy it is to pull off an Ed impression.
Oh my gosh! And I know Double D. I get it. Like he had like this cap on. I thought he was a girl for a second, but kind of did look like it. But he just kept. He has a bald. He's bald, I think.
The $1 million question is what is underneath that hat?
Yeah, he just keeps on cutting that hat. He doesn't really hide it away, huh? He's just always been like that, huh?
Yeah, there has been a few times where even the series kind of teased us about it, where Double D has had his hat taken off, but then we never see it. What's underneath?
So I would say this: it definitely deserves the S tier. I think better than the Powerpuff Girls. Actually, better than the Animaniacs.
I'm gonna say now personal bias of me saying, "Oh, put NNA number one," and I'm just like, but you got to consider the fact. Batman the Animated Series is still there.
It's so good. It is so good.
It's still there.
I would say better than Animaniacs, do you think?
In my personal opinion, it's better than Animaniacs. Okay. But then when you look at it from objective lenses, Animaniacs had a better impact when it comes to cartoons.
Yeah, but I believe Ed and Eddie still deserve the higher S tier. So I do say it's better than the Animaniacs in this case.
Yes, S tier 100%.
All right. So we do agree. Ed and Eddie is better than Animaniacs. Don't hate on us, please.
Love for son of a shepherd approves.
Oh god, don't forget about Rolf. Ah, I love that guy.
Rolf!
The shepherd. Is the son of a shepherd?
Like, out of all the
life has many doors, Ed boy. Like, come on, you already know that meme. Oh my god.
Out of all the Cul-de-sac kids that are not the Eds, Ralph is the most iconic.
I'm just saying. Oh, okay, that's why I'm saying Ed and Eddie undoubtedly definitely catches the S tier in that case. Yes. All right, next up, Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond. That was a really good series too.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't seen much of Batman Beyond.
Oh, bro.
I wish I could say I have seen it, but yeah. I've watched the anime series a lot more than Batman Beyond. I remember that Batman Beyond is a sequel.
Fine. Because you haven't seen it, you haven't seen the greatness of what Batman Beyond is. We're gonna put it in haven't seen now.
I am ashamed.
I was gonna put S, to be honest. So let's do that.
I will get to Batman Beyond soon on Max.
We'll put it in the high haven't seen. We'll put it in the high haven't seen. There we go. My mouse is just being weird. Okay. How about Mike, Luke, and Og?
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Oh, I remember growing up watching Mike, Luke, and Og. I actually liked the show.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually liked the show. It turned out to be pretty good. Oh, boy.
I mean, I've just said bits and pieces here and there. I thought to myself, I
would say B. If I were going to put it in the list, I would say B. Probably like below Two Stupid Dogs. Like above two Stupid Dogs, if anything.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Again, this is my opinion, boys. This is my opinion, boys and girls. But Mike Luinog definitely deserves that.
We're still going to get backlash regardless. So what happened to our last two?
I don't care. How about Shape of the Big City?
Oh, Shape of the Big City, I had fun with. Now, not exactly,
kind of weird because, like, sheep is just a sheep, and then the narrator is the one that pretty much drives the show.
Yeah. Now, it's not exactly one of Cartoon Network's best, but from what I've seen, it's actually kind of a, more of a down-to-earth kind of series, or you want to turn on as background noise. It's that kind of show.
Shape of the Big City actually is not bad. I don't think there was really like a big story when it came to Sheep in the Big City.
Yeah, no, it was just a general and his assistant chasing around a sheep in a big city.
Yeah, I don't think it really deserves like that kind of high praise in this case. I would say C.
I'm gonna say put it in C. It's okay.
All right, so we're gonna keep Sheep in the Big City C in this case. How about Static Shock?
Sheep in the Big C.
I forgot. How about Static Shock?
Static Shock, I wish I had seen because I've heard about how well written it is, especially when it tackles, dark subject matter. Unfortunately, haven't seen it.
Okay. I have seen Static Shock. It used to be on Kids WB. But since you haven't seen it, I'm going to put it in haven't seen either. God damn it.
How am I missing out on these big superhero shows?
I don't know. I mean, this was Kids WB back then. Kids WB used to have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Cardcaptor Sakura, and even these shows too. Bro, you're missing out.
Yeah, I don't know what past me was thinking, what the kid version of myself was thinking.
With Static Shock, right beyond Batman Beyond. How about Time Squad?
Time Squad was quite an enjoyable show. And about this boy, and then you got this buff soldier
and a robot. Yeah, and they're all going back in time. And the other thing too is like I think we know some history when it comes to the show because we did get to learn some historical figures in this cartoon. I mean, I'd never seen Edgar Allan Poe actually turn into a very gothic guy. He turned out to be a very frilly-nilly person until the Time Squad ended up actually making him all dark and make the Raven and stuff. Remember? I don't know if you remember that episode. I love that episode. That
episode was quite intriguing, and also they did have some episodes that delved into like historic figures, not just Edgar Allan Poe, but also some others.
I do say though, I mean, no, they still have a lot of historic figures when it comes to Time Squad. If anything, it made you learn history.
I'm gonna say like it's a kid's best way to learn history.
Yeah, and it's really fun to actually see just because it did have some great adventures too.
Time Squad is proof that you don't need to take a history class.
Well, I mean, you still need to, but I do give this in a B range in my case. I actually think it's actually a pretty good show.
I'll say B. I'm gonna say
where in B though?
I'm gonna say right above Warner Cartoon. Yeah.
Really?
Above Warner
Cartoon. High B?
Yeah. High
Even
B.
Higher than Cow and Chicken?
Oh, much higher than Cow and Chicken.
Wow. Okay, I was gonna say B, but I was gonna say probably like right below, right in between Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna think of something like that.
Like you would want to break up the Red Devil cartoons.
Kind of do. I mean, I Am Weasel was okay. Cow and Chicken was a little bit better.
Like, because the two Red Devil cartoons have about the same amount of sheer quality, in my opinion.
Okay. Anyway, we all agreed about Time Squad.
Yeah.
Well, how about Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes, peak.
Oh my god.
Peak.
No, okay, so were you scared when you were watching that show? Because there's been some times in those episodes where it does get a little bit scary, like, oh, the space chicken or the return to slab guy.
Yes, but they're supposed to be scary, and for its horror aspects, they pull it off massively good. And there's actually some like the villains there like either are really effective villains and or have sympathetic backstories.
I know that there's some like legendary stuff that happened when it came to Courage the Cowardly Dog, especially the turtle slap guy. I remember seeing my friends continue to quote him all the time. But I do have to say this, it was impactful. My sister really loves watching that show. Every time it's on, we keep on watching those episodes, like the Space Chicken episodes, what is it, the cats episods.
Le Quack.
Oh, yeah, him too. Yeah.
Yes, Le Quack.
I just remember also that one time where like a god ended up actually liking Muriel. I don't know if you guys remember that episode. I remember that being a legendary episode for me.
My personal favorite that comes to mind is Hunchback of Nowhere. That was the first Courage the Cowardly Dog episode I watched.
Okay, so I would say this. It definitely is an S tier show. But where in the S tier, in your case?
Definitely S tier. I'm going to say right in between Animaniacs and Powerpuff Girls.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, sorry Powerpuff Girls, but Courage outranks you.
Courage is a legendary show. There's so many amazing
Yes.
iconic stuff with Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Stupid dog.
By the way, also came from What a Cartoon.
Yeah.
You have to thank What a Cartoon for making Courage the Cowardly Dog as a regular series itself.
See, that's why I put it in the B tier because, you know, like I said, Warner Time was the Stepping Stone.
Okay. So how about Grim and Evil?
Grim and Evil.
Now remember, this is Grim and Evil before they split to Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne.
Now, the OG Grim and Evil was the stepping stone to Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. However, when you look at the animation, it was a bit too...
But then again, this
rubbery.
was back in the old times, like back in 2000s. When you waited like 3 years later, then the regular show came out for Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, Grim and Evil was... basically
Technically, you're pretty much have both like the character,
the Bear and Evil Brain,
yeah,
and
the
you
Bear
got
and Evil
Grim.
Brain, and you have like Grim, the Grim Reaper, pretty much there.
Yeah,
it's not the same because I know Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is a legendary show, while Evil Con Carne kind of fell off. I think I don't know. I still was a good show to actually see both of them actually in a 30-minute block. So
yeah, I would say somewhere between A and B. Somewhere between A and B.
I would say B in this case. Probably in the below Time Squad in my case.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It goes
because the thing is, like, you're going to split Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Evil Con Carne eventually. I feel like it's gonna be in the average range, so I say B in the B range in this case.
B range is adequate enough, and the good part about this is that it gets better from there with its successor.
Well, I mean, well, it's two successors, yes. So we'll do Grim and Evil right there. Next up, how about Samurai Jack? Samurai Jack.
Back to the past, Samurai Jack.
Okay. Oh god, it's such a legendary show. To be honest, I have to say, very legendary show.
Peak Genny Tartakovsky.
Yeah, this is definitely where Jenny Tartakovsky actually ended up doing a really good job, and the fact that he brought it back in Adult Swim. I'm like, thank you for closing up the show. Oh my god, it was so good, especially with the fact it's in Adult Swim because there was no limits when you put it on Adult Swim. Holy crap, it was so good.
Yeah, and that's why it was a good move to make, because Samurai Jack, when it gets to Adult Swim, it gets bloodier. And
I know.
Yeah.
It got so much bloodier, and like the scenes were so dramatic, especially when you see Jack all depressed and like this state where he's all like, where am I now? What happened to Aku? Aku took over the world, you know, that kind of thing. So yes, I must say, definitely S tier, but I think really high up top S tier.
Where would you put it personally?
It's really debatable between Batman the Animated Series first place or second place, to be honest.
Like, I would say Batman the Animated Series still number one, but I would say Samurai Jack is top 3.
I say second place. I say over Ed and Eddie.
Good enough for me.
You think so too? Okay, so we're gonna do it.
I mean, I prefer Ed and Eddie, but I can see why you would
Dude,
say Samurai Jack
is
above
just
Ed
so
and Eddie.
good. I'm just saying it out there. It's just so good. All right, next up, how about the Krampus? I'd actually never seen the show.
What even is this show?
It's weird. I'm gonna put again. I haven't seen Cramp Twins, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
So goodbye to Cramp Twins. How about the Justice League? Do you remember watching like DC Justice League back then, the old 2000 days?
I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of Justice League when I was a kid, so...
I'm kind of meh when it comes to Justice League, so let's also say haven't seen in this case.
Haven't seen it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what I haven't seen for Justice League.
Zack Snyder did them justice.
I guess we could do that. Let's go Justice League. Oh man, you have to bring up the Totally Spies. Oh boy.
I'm gonna be real with you. Can I be real with you?
I love this show. What?
Can I be real with you?
Oh no, don't tell me you haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Look, I remember I was literally like about to go to junior high watching Totally Spies and my hormones started kicking in. There, I can say that. Okay.
I mean, you were kind of a teenager back then, so it made sense. You do tend to be in love.
And to be honest, the Totally Spies were just like amazing. Just because you see Sam Clover and Alex just doing their own mission stuff here and there, they're all really funny. And by the way, I think this is one of the first times I ever see a French cartoon turn anime. Like if you've seen like all the clips from Totally Spies, there are anime-esque stuff here and there, like the sweat stuff, the whole background changing and things like that. It really attracted me so much with this show that I have to say oh god, I don't even know if I want to put an S tier either.
I mean, since I haven't seen it, I can't really...
Maybe A. Okay, I'm gonna put it A because Totally Spies is just absolutely amazing. I have to admit this though, I did fall off when they did go to... Did they go to high school or did they go to college? No, again, that's where I kind of fell off. I mean, I also watched the movie too, and it wasn't that great. By the way, that movie absolutely did not look back at the first season at all. I'm like, wow, okay, you found Jerry out of nowhere. No, I put Totally Spies A. If anything, over Dexter's Live and Johnny Bravo, I must say. I don't know, maybe not.
You don't want to put it that far. No.
Okay, fine. Below Johnny Bravo. Yeah. Totally Spies will be below Johnny Bravo. If anybody who's a fan who loves Totally Spies, are you ready for the new show to come out in 2025?
I mean, I would be if I had seen it, so...
Please at least watch. Dude, all the episodes are on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. They have their own channel. Watch on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Come on. You'll get to see the greatness that is Sam Clover and Alex, and I'm a huge Clover fan. You're going to see like your waifus and just say which one's your waifu now.
Oh, man.
All right, next up. How about whatever happened to Robot Jones?
Robot Jones, I have seen some bits of Robot Jones, and I'll be real with you. It's one of the least memorable Cartoon Network shows I've seen. I
have to say this. It's still iconic. I remember watching just a couple episodes. I remember watching the pilot, by the way. Where a robot literally just goes into high school, he gets in trouble, then he starts glitching out. Then he starts liking this one girl who has like this like wire, like this braces frame and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I must say it's not bad of a series. I'd say in the C range in this case. Like where would you put Robot Jones in this case?
C range is fine.
Like where in the C range though?
In the C range, I'm gonna say below these two shows.
Really, below Space Ghost as well.
Yeah. Below Space Ghost.
Let's go with, how about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe?
He-Man, Masters of the Universe. I've yet to see it, actually, so I haven't seen much of He-Man in general, to be fair. How about you?
I haven't seen much either. I'm not really a big He-Man fan myself, so I must say haven't seen.
I mean, the only He-Man I've seen is just the meme. The "Hey, what's going on" meme.
What's that?
The "Hey, what's going on?" And
yeah. That's the only thing that I know about He-Man. That's
my only exposure to He-Man.
Okay. So let's just keep it what haven't seen then in this case. Again, we'll just get a pile on the haven't seen. Those don't get ranked, by the way. Just heads up. Oh shoot, Mucha Lucha.
Yes, that was one of my go-to cartoons.
Dude, my God, we're going back on these shows now.
It embraces Lucha Libre. It embraces wrestling, and it is such a fun cartoon to watch. I never forget Ricochet, Buena Girl, The Flea.
So, oh God, I just remember like so many iconic episodes from them, and plus like all the characters are just absolutely funny. Them in their wrestling matches and them trying to team up and stuff. It's pretty sick.
Yes.
So Mucha Lucha was definitely up there, but S tier, I don't know about that. I think like A tier in my case.
More like A or B tier, or somewhere around that. A or B tier.
A or B tier. Okay, so definitely A. That's for sure. I think it deserves to be in the A tier.
Yeah, the A tier.
It's better than Totally Spies. Oh.
Have you also seen the Mucha Lucha movie?
I haven't actually. I know that Mucha Lucha series was on Kids WB.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the movie, and one thing I never forget is the plot twist where like it's an actual baby that was evil, but not in a Stewie Griffin way, but it's more like a baby controlling some sort of like evil villain. It's like, that was so random.
Okay, so yeah, let's just put that in the A tier in this case. I would say like over Totally Spies.
Yeah, sure.
This thing is slow. Sorry, this thing is slow. So yeah, we'll put it over Totally Spies. I know there's some iconic stuff when it comes to Mucha Lucha, so yes. Mm-hmm. How about What's New Scooby-Doo? What's New Scooby-Doo?
Now I've seen some Scooby-Doo, but not this Scooby-Doo. I've seen Scooby-Doo Where Are You, but not this particular
Okay, Scooby-Doo Where Are You is back in like the 60s. What's New Scooby-Doo, I think, has an amazing twist. I mean, it's supposed to be a new twist to Scooby-Doo. I think it's still a pretty good show in my case. I would say, in the B range for What's New Scooby-Doo.
B range is fine because it is a Scooby-Doo show that is not Velma. And it's a Scooby-Doo. So it's
you gotta bring up Velma now.
So it's a Scooby-Doo show that is considered a classic. So I would say, yeah, Scooby-Doo is where it belongs. B.
Where in the B though? Maybe over Mike Lou and Og.
Maybe like between Time Squad and Grim and Evil.
Ooh, that's high. Actually, I would agree with that too. It's actually pretty that high. How about the Baby Looney Tunes?
Oh, I don't like it. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Oh, okay.
Baby Looney Tunes.
So you have seen it then.
I've seen it and I do not like it at all. It's one of those examples.
Oh my god.
Like it's one of those, baby-fied shows.
All those who actually grew up with Baby Looney Tunes are probably gonna hate you by now.
Like I hate the baby-fied TV shows like this, Total Drama Rama, Camp Coral. Like it pretty much takes place to like when they were much younger for whatever reason.
So where would you put it then in the?
It doesn't work for me at all.
So where would you put it then? D?
I'll put it in D.
Okay, we'll put it in D for now. There's no big failures, I would say, yet.
Yeah, we don't want to pull it back in the barnyard, so yeah, D, because there was some nice animation, and, Granny is such a wholesome mother, so D.
Okay. And now we're going to some big hitters right now. How about Codename Kids Next Door?
Codename Kids Next Door, yes!
Oh, yeah, definitely up there.
S tier!
Huh? S tier, really?
Yes.
S-tier?
Like, it's one of those shows I grew up with as a kid. I still love it to this day because of its, action-packed.
Oh, there's a lot of amazing stuff with it, like with 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Like 1 has a lot of like amazing stories about like that one girl that likes him and stuff, and then you get to see 3 and 4 like have a thing or something. Waluki, yeah. Oh man. Waluki. Oh god, I just remember loving 3 just because he's such a sweetheart. And if you get on her bad side, she'll get angry at you. So
I remember Nigel Uno was my favorite one.
Number one,
as a kid because like he was a British badass. So
okay, so I would say definitely S tier, but if you think it's like, I think it's in between Powerpuff Girls and Courage.
I'm gonna say, right between them.
Okay, so you agree with me too. All right.
Yeah.
Kids Next Door.
Codename cannot surpass Courage. You just can't do that.
I mean, Courage is also a legendary show. So yeah, Courage. Sorry, Kids Next Door on the Courage here. How about Billy and Mandy?
Billy and Mandy even surpasses Grim and Evil by a milestone.
Yes, it definitely did, because like the show itself is just it's a little different compared to like having it with Evil Con Carne. So I say it really does deserve the A-list, but like I think in the middle of the A-list.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy has its gross out moments, but I feel those gross out moments are done really well. Like it's not just total humor for the sake of it. There's a point to it.
Okay, do you think it's better than Mucha Lucha?
It's better than Mucha Lucha, definitely.
Okay, even better than Johnny Bravo?
Better than Johnny Bravo.
Whoa, okay, so we're kind of going over there now, aren't we?
I'm gonna dare say it. It's even better than Dexter's Lab.
Whoa, okay. So Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is actually beating out Dexter's Lab.
The more I think about Grim Adventures, the more I love it.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we can put it over there. We were literally close to S tier for that show, by the way. Wow. Just wow. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so Evil Con Carne, on the other hand, I would say definitely not one of the better cartoons. I mean, yes, you have an evil brain pretty much ruled over by a bear, and they have to fight those two intuitions.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually that funny when it comes to that show.
Oh, yeah, no, not nearly as funny as its counterpart.
Yeah, the counterpart, Grim is definitely much better than Evil Con Carne. Like, it only lasted, I think, 1 season, and it kind of made sense. It wasn't as funny compared to, like, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, so.
I mean, it did try to be funny, but the charm just wasn't there.
So I will put it in D, maybe the high D for Evil Con Carne. What would you say?
I'm gonna say C minus.
So below Robot Jones in this case.
Slightly below Robot Jones.
Are you okay with the D plus range for Evil Con Carne?
I'm okay with D plus. It's fine.
Okay, so we'll put Evil Con Carne in D, and I'll put that as well. Oh, hell yeah. Teen Titans? Hell yeah. You gotta give me something about the Teen Titans, man.
Teen Titans, go! No. Wrong show. Teen Titans.
Not that show. What are you doing?
But yes, Teen Titans is a ultimate action classic. You got these, Teen Titans each with their personalities and their superpowers. My favorite is Raven.
Oh, Raven's so cool. Starfire is still pretty cool too. I mean, then again, you see the other villains, the other characters also come up, like Terra and Blackfire
and Slade.
I just remember watching the movie Teen Titans Go to the movies, and they go Slade. Oh my god, damn it! No, but he's a great villain himself, and also Terra has been like a really bouncing up and out character. Like she loves Beast Boy, and then she turns into Slade's side. And I'm like, what's going on with you, Terra?
Yeah, Beast Boy and Terra were cute. They had that chemistry.
Exactly. I mean, the whole entire season of Teen Titans was just absolutely amazing. The story was awesome. The action scenes were great. It really made it kind of had that same resemblance of what Batman the Animated Series was, but so much different. I know it's supposed to be like Teen Titans and stuff, but there was so much great story when it came to Teen Titans.
The thing is, when it comes to the comparison between this and Batman the Animated Series, is that think of Batman the Animated Series as, the father who works very hard, and then you got Teen Titans, who is like the son who wants to be like his father, but then has his, cute, goofy side to him. That's what Teen Titans is. Teen Titans is the son that wants to be his father, which is Batman the Animated Series.
Okay, so I would say this definitely would be the S tier, but where in the S tier though? That's the point.
S tier, I say.
Or is it A? I feel like it's kind of relieving the A range for Teen Titans.
I'm going to say, if you're going to put Teen Titans in the A range, I mean, I personally put an S. But
so you put an S. Where would you put it in S, though? I did say, S or A. So if you want to put an S, where would you put an S?
I would say in between Kids Next Door and Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, I would agree with that, too. Yeah. Because Teen Titans definitely is up there. Definitely up there.
I've had more connection with Kids Next Door. Personally.
Makes sense. All right, well, how about some Looney Tunes for you? What about the Duck Dodgers series?
Duck Dodgers!
In the 21st and a half century!
Yeah.
I just remember the theme song of Duck Dodgers, and that turned out to be like a jam. Duck Dodgers. I remember the song, but either way, you watched the show then.
I've watched some of the show, not all of it, but I've seen the legit chemistry between Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. They captured the charm and the chemistry of the duo, and even in outer space, and you got Marvin Martian thrown into the mix.
Yeah, well, then again, if you remember that short Duck Dodgers 24th and a half century, Marvin the Martian, the Space Cadet, aka Porky Pig, and Duck Dodgers, Daffy Duck. They're all those characters. But then they just get into the lore of Duck Dodgers when you have an alien queen. So many other things happen in Duck Dodgers that you never expected from a short that was only 8 minutes long back in the 60s.
Yeah, they really do explore the sci-fi aspect. It's one of those things where if you love the Looney Tunes and you love sci-fi space adventures, this is the best of both worlds.
I do say this definitely deserves a high praise. I would say in the B plus range for Duck Dodgers. What would you say?
B plus.
B plus too. So I would say better than Time Squad. I say better than Time Squad.
Oh, much better than Time Squad.
Okay, so we are doing that. Duck Dodgers better than Time Squad. Okay, how about Code Lyoko? Have you actually watched that show?
I haven't watched Code Lyoko.
Code Lyoko wasn't that bad. I would say also haven't seen in this case just because Omin hasn't seen it.
Well, I mean, if you've seen it, I ain't gonna stop you from.
I know, but it will probably throw off people. What about Xiaolin Showdown?
I haven't seen Xiaolin Showdown.
Oh, bro, this is some good. Kids WB.
I'm missing out so much Cartoon
Actually,
Network.
to be honest, I haven't seen Xiaolin Showdown either. So
yeah, we're on the same boat. What's up?
I haven't seen that either. How about Star Wars Clone Wars?
I was not a Star Wars fan back then, so I'm gonna say I haven't seen any of Clone Wars.
Okay, so no Clone Wars. We're gonna skip that as well. How about Megas XLR?
Nope.
God,
doesn't ring a bell.
I think this is at a time where we just stop watching Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I think it's either we moved on to Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, or we just so busy with our homework. Because homework does take a lot of time.
To be honest, I think this was the time where I actually went to college, and then things started to change. Justice League again?
Haven't seen that.
Oh, God, there's 2 Justice League shows?
Yeah, there's Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Hey. Oh, is this unlimited then?
It's unlimited. Yeah.
You didn't watch that either?
No.
Okay, then we haven't watched that.
I know what's coming up next.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my mouse. Oh, how about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Foster's one of my
so we have some legendary shows coming back, and finally Foster's came back. And I remember watching that show, and Jendi, again, continues to be a legend, making these amazing, like, slice of life shows in this case. Like, with Mac, having Blue go to this Foster's home. I remember the first 1 hour special, and that turned out to be, like, something that said, like, I really love this show.
Yeah, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is one of the most creative shows because of how they have such unique designs when it comes to these imaginary friends. They have their own shapes, designs, personalities. Oh, and also Frankie Foster is one of the best cartoon women out there.
Oh my god.
Yes, Frankie.
Okay, I just remember there was that one episode where like Mac was hugely in crush with he was hugely in crush with Frankie, and it kind of reminds me of Dipper and Wendy. I'm like, oh god.
It kind of does, except it's more awkward when you consider the fact of how Dipper was a preteen and Wendy was a teenager. Here though, Mac is a freaking kid.
Mac is a kid, and he's freaking crushing on a freaking teenager.
No, Frankie is a young adult.
Oh, is he a young adult? Okay, that's
so
different.
Frankie would be like based on the ages of Mac and Frankie. Frankie is old enough to be Mac's mom.
I know. Oh god, I just remember like so many of the imaginary friends was loving Mac to go with Frankie. I'm like, you guys are weird, but that was like some sort of thing that happened. I just remember like Frankie turned out to be one of the best characters after that episode. I remember a lot of people like saying, "Oh my god, she looks great in that outfit. Oh my god, she looks great." Yeah, she does. But still,
yes, she looks good in everything. She looks good in everything. Yes.
Okay, one setback that made me hate kind of Frankie a little bit. Her obsession with cookies. I was like, dude, stop, girl, stop. What the fuck was wrong with you with cookies?
Hey, I can relate. I'm addicted to sweets, so you know what? That makes me love her all the more.
It was such an awkward like episode. I'm like, Frankie's great. Why are you doing this to yourself?
Even Cookie Monster is telling her to chill out.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, that really turned me off when it came to Frankie Foster. Nonetheless, the show still turned out to be amazing, wholesome. I still say one of the best shows. Do you think it deserves an S tier?
I definitely would say that it deserves an S tier, but more like S minus tier.
Oh, okay.
Because there were like a few episodes, several episodes that were really bad, really infamous. So
yeah, I remember those.
That freaking Bendy episode. Oh no, the worst episode.
Cheese episodes. Or do you like cheese?
I'm gonna say I do see the appeal of like Cheese is one of the more popular characters. I don't know why. I found Cheese really annoying.
I know, but then again, I got people love Cheese. They just remember seeing a lot of memes, especially when he was like drinking chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk.
Like, I'm sorry, I could not stand Cheese. He was just so
how about that one girl that also was in Imaginary Friends? That one girl with like the braids and stuff.
Goo. Now, see, I like Goo because there was actual charm to the character.
I actually like Goo. She turned out to be like an amazing character to be a part of part of the Foster's franchise. So
yes,
again, like every imaginary friend is great. I think there's just nothing that could break it. Yes, there are some episodes that kind of like make it slip a little bit.
Yeah.
So I would say A minus actually. I would say like in the A plus range instead.
A plus, yes.
Yeah, but like where in the A plus? Do you think it's better than Billy and Mandy?
Better than Billy and Mandy.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so Foster's will be in the A plus range in this case. All right. Oh my god! You bringing back Atomic Betty? Hell yeah! Okay, so Atomic Betty. So okay, you haven't seen it, I guess. You're really about to speak up in the microphones.
I have 2 words for you. Haven't seen.
Oh god! Oh. Atomic Betty was actually a wholesome show. It's weird because like this is where Teletoon started to become like a big thing with Cartoon Network. This is where you start to see like all the Canadian shows come into Cartoon Network. And Atomic Betty was actually a show that I thought was actually not bad. It definitely was like an average show. I remember watching Atomic Betty and I thought there was some really cool episodes here and there. You get to see a robot, you get to see that green alien guy with Betty, and then like that one cat that continues to be a villain, and it always be a villain in every episode. It's kind of like what's it, that rat from it's kind of like that rat from Tough Puppy, you know. Again, Atomic Betty ain't bad. I do say in the C range for this case, so maybe around in between Sheep of the Big City and Space Ghost in my case. Okay, you haven't seen it.
I can't really judge. So
okay. So Atomic Betty. By the way, it's free on Pluto TV. Please go check it out on Pluto TV. All right. Oh, we did that too. How about Ozzy and Drix?
Ozzy and Drix. Ozzy and Drix. I remember seeing. Now, I was a fan of Osmosis Jones when I was a kid, and I wanted to see more of Osmosis, so I saw Ozzy and Drix, and I'll be real with you, it's actually quite a great show. I'll be honest, it was quite a great show because you got to see different body parts, like different body elements of, well, not Frank this time around, but this boy named Hector. And you pretty much learn about what happens inside your brain, like when you sleep, when you exercise, when you take care of yourself, when you take care of your body.
So it's kind of like Cells at Work, but this time in an older version.
Ozzy and Terrace is OG Cells at Work. It's OG Cells at Work.
I just remember watching Osmosis Jones, and I think that's the better version. Ozzy and Drix just didn't feel the same way compared to Osmosis Jones. It just didn't have the same charm to me. Like, you still have that pill and the white blood cell and then a bunch of other things happening in your body. But, like, no, it didn't really appeal to me as much compared to, like, the movie. So...
That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
You actually watched it. I've seen only a couple episodes. Where would you put it in the tier list?
B.
In B? Okay, so where in B?
I would place it... right in between Time Squad and What's New Scooby-Doo.
Really? That high?
I liked Ozzy and Drix, okay? Don't judge me.
I could have put it down in like below Mike Luganog in my case, but we're gonna listen to Omid here. Let's see. We're going straight for, what was it? You said better than Billy and Mandy? Sorry. You're better than that. In between right there, right? Time Squad.
Better than What's New Scooby-Doo, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put that over there. Oh, this show, I gotta put this in a very high spot. Hi, Puppy Yumi show. Hi. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Ami, Yumi, Kaz, the cats. And then so many other like side characters too. Plus, it's also introduced me to Puffy. This actually introduced me to Puffy. And I started actually listening to their music. I mean, they did sing the theme song of Teen Titans, but they also did sing a lot of amazing songs. Yeah, there's even like VACATION. There's even just too many to bring up. Puffy Amiyumi has just been a great band. I started like becoming a big fan of Puffy Amiyumi.
Yeah, it's a timeless. Hi Puffy Amiyumi is such a fun classic show, and Ami and Yumi are just so cute. They're so adorable.
They're adorable. I mean, oh my god, just like them just teaming up, teaming up together. I just remember seeing Ami just being so precious, while Yumi is just like the rock star girl that she is.
That's why Yumi was my favorite of the two.
Oh god, I don't know if I even picked a favorite. I just love Ami too. She's just too adorable. That's the thing.
Yeah, each of them have their own charm. They have their own distinct personalities. Yet they work together as a band.
Okay, so this is actually really tough for me to actually put in S tier, but I feel like it's an A tier because like some of the episodes they're supposed to be comedy. It's not like peak like story like Samurai Jack or like As Great as Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
You remember when Yumi got addicted to burgers?
I remember. Oh shit! That reminds me of that the episode where there's like the White Castle or something. Yeah, I remember that.
The White Castle.
Dude, one favorite episode of mine is when Ami started obsessing with 5 of those plushies or something that she was trying to collect.
Well, yeah. You could argue that it's relevant to this day. It's something we can relate to now because we have plushies ourselves.
No, I'm just saying like that one time where she literally just goes to like every cereal box, tries to find that one last plushie. Yeah. And then she gets so obsessed, she like even scares so many people. Even tries to steal from a kid. I'm like, dude, Ami.
Yeah, that one I found relatable as well because as a kid, I would always try to find prizes in cereal boxes.
I know, but like that obsessed though, that's the problem. There's so many good stuff. They even parodied Yu-Gi-Oh! By the way. I don't know if you remember that episode.
I don't remember the exact episode that parodied Yu-Gi-Oh, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it did parody Yu-Gi-Oh.
It parodied Yu-Gi-Oh, but they call it Stupido.
Stupido? Wow.
I'm telling you, comedy of freaking Puffy Amiyumi was so good. I'm telling you, it's so great. Yeah, but I gotta keep it in A range because it's not as like that great compared to like those shows that we just talked about.
It has that comedic charm to it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in A. I mean, you said you watched it with me, so where would you put it at?
I'll put it in A tier.
But where though?
I'm gonna say, I'll say in between Dexter Saba, Johnny Bravo.
I would agree too. That was actually where my position would be.
Yeah.
So yes.
Oh, hey, look, Great Minds Think Alike. Yeah.
Hi, Puffy. I mean, you'd be right there.
Great Minds Think Alike. Yeah.
Oh, how about 16? Hello.
I'm 16.
Oh my god. Okay. So I remember I was in high school watching this show, and 16 was like my show to watch. I remember watching on Nickelodeon first before I went to Cartoon Network.
I remember watching it on Cartoon Network first and foremost, and I was a teenager when I watched it, so
yeah,
there were some things that I could relate to them when it comes to teenage stuff.
Like every like character in 16 was so relatable. Like Jude being the lax guy, Jonesy just like
getting fired all the time.
Is he the one getting fired all the time?
Jonesy was the one that got fired all the time.
Wyatt, he's just chill. The music and stuff. You've got Nikki, who's a goth. Is she goth?
She's punk. She's more punk rock.
Okay, because I remember just seeing piercings, the purple hair, and then her and just mostly in the tank. So
no, she's mostly punk rock. Okay. But yeah, needless to say, Nikki is the best one.
Okay, you pick Nikki. I'm a Jen Masterson girl. Like, come on.
Nikki won.
No, Jen ain't bad. And by the way, she's voiced by Gwen. Shut up. Yeah. She's voiced by Gwen from Total Drama.
Megan Foundblog really does pull off a good voice acting. But
oh my god,
there's something about Nikki and her sarcastic, no-nonsense punk country I just love.
I just realized this too when I also did look more into 16. Apparently, some episodes didn't air on Cartoon Network for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
there was so many mature themes in 16.
There really was.
I don't remember this, but there was nudity. I'm just saying. That's the reason why they were not on Cartoon Network.
Let's just say that Jonesy was never the same again.
I mean, because remember they were brother and sister, or like what was it?
They were brother, stepbrother,
stepsister. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember Jen just getting angry about that too.
and then Jonesy was trying to like.
Yeah, dude, I remember Caitlin, like she's like obviously the rich girl and everything, and just the fact that like remember the first episode when we first saw her, she was just like, oh my god, I'm just flaunting my money and stuff.
Yeah. Like she's quite a shopaholic.
Yeah, she is a shopaholic, and then then her dad cut her off, and then now she was a part of the team. Now she has a job, and I actually do appreciate Caitlin. Like she's great, and also just the fact that every time she cries, she always has makeup on her eyes.
Black tears. we call it black tears.
I don't know. Again, 16 has just been a great show. I love it. I say A for now.
Yeah.
Doesn't really mean that legendary, but I will put in the A tier.
16 is pretty much the animation teen equivalent of Friends.
Okay, so if I were to put 16 in the A list, I would say over Hi Puffy Yumi.
Ooh, okay, all right. I see what you want. Because yeah, Hi Puffy Yumi was more of like random cartoon, whereas 16, there was actual touching themes to it.
So we'll put 16 and over Hi Puffy Yumi?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the same. 16 over Hi Puffy Yumi. How about Crypto the Super Dog?
Crypto the Super Dog.
Okay,
Crypto.
I will be the first one to say I haven't seen Crypto.
Blasphemy! I've seen Crypto the Super Dog.
Okay, so then you'll be the one to judge on this one.
I've seen Crypto the Super Dog, and I'm gonna say this right now. It's a relatively good show. It really is. And especially when you have these pets that are supposed to be the dog equivalent to their superhero counterparts. So you got Crypto the Super Dog. My favorite was Bad Hound. Bad Hound was so badass. And like just all around what Batman would be like if he were a dog.
So where would you rank the Crypto the Super Dog? Again, I can't make my own judgment just because I haven't seen it.
I'm going to say... I'll say... A to B tier, something like A minus tier.
So where would you put it? Where would you put it then?
Right between Johnny Bravo and Mucha Lucha.
Oh, interesting for Crypto. I would say like probably. Again, I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't judge this.
It's quite a charming show. All
right.
Roof.
Well, how about the life and times of Juniper Lee?
I've seen Juniper Lee, and it's pretty great. It's pretty kick-ass.
I say it's also a pretty good show, but it kind of sucks that it didn't really have more than like a season or two.
Yeah, it got robbed. It got snubbed.
It did get snubbed. I have to say, yeah, we gotta go running a little bit. We're kind of running out of time, so we have to actually like hurry it up a little bit here.
Yeah.
So I would say, let's say B minus.
B minus.
Like where in the B minus range?
I'm gonna say, right between Duck Dodgers and Time Squad.
Duck Dodgers and Time Squad. Really over there? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's B plus then.
It's not the show's fault. It got robbed.
I would say, okay, fine. I'll do the same thing. I'll also say Juniper Lee around that time. All right, next, Camp Laszlo.
Yes.
Laszlo. The
Camp
one
Laszlo.
made by Joe Murray, the person who made Rocko's Modern Life.
And Camp Laszlo, while not, as iconic as Joe Murray's other show, Camp Laszlo is the series I grew up with, and I've loved it from start to finish. Camp Laszlo, I had so much fun with it, and Laszlo is pretty much the monkey equivalent of SpongeBob because of his enthusiastic personality, how he helps others, and of course, Scoutmaster Olympus is, Scoutmaster Olympus is quite a funny character, especially like who's this grumpy moose who is greedy, gets to all these shenanigans, and he's also voiced by Tom Kenny, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say this. Camp Laszlo is A.
I would actually agree with it too. To be honest, I actually would have put it at a B tier. So it's not a bad show. It doesn't really appeal to me as much compared to like Rocko's Modern Life. Like I get it, the humor of Rocko's Modern Life is there, but it's not the same when it comes to like good cartoons like that.
It may not be the same, but it's still really funny.
It's still
really
good.
charming.
It's still a good cartoon. That's it. It's still a good cartoon, but
Yes, it is.
it's not as like legendary compared to like the A shows that we have right now.
Oh yeah, sure. That's fair enough.
So where would you put it in? I would say B, but like over Juniper Lee.
Dare I say it? Over Duck Dodgers.
Really?
Over Duck Dodgers.
Really?
Like I've had more of a relationship with Camp Laszlo than Duck Dodgers. I grew up with Camp Laszlo.
Fine. Well, fine. I'll agree upon that too. We'll go with Camp Laszlo over Duck Dodgers then. All right. How about Johnny Test?
I haven't seen Johnny Test, but I've heard not so great things about it.
Johnny Test is kind of a mid show. There was some funny moments when it comes to Johnny Test, but it's kind of repetitive. It's like kind of dumb. So I would put it like in the D range in this case for Johnny. No, actually, no, C range. C range, like C- range for Johnny Test.
Yeah, sure, C range.
So maybe probably below. How about Robot Jones?
Probably below that.
Okay, so we'll do that. Wherever happened to Robot Jones, right over there. Sorry, I'm gonna update this list as well. Where would you put Camp Laszlo again? Over Duck Dodgers?
Over Duck Dodgers,
And then
yes.
we put Johnny Test right on Robot Jones.
Yeah.
Then I don't even know what these are. Sunday pants. I'm assuming we're all just gonna be like putting these haven't seens right here. How about Robot Boy?
Haven't seen Robot Boy.
How about my chip partner's a monkey?
I've seen it and I hate it.
You know what's funny? Tom Kenny is in this show.
Yeah, and it doesn't do the voice actor justice because Jake is so annoying. Jake is
like the kid. Then the only funny thing is the monkey. The only funny thing about the show is the monkey.
And like the monkey itself was like really annoying. He's pretty much a 99-cent Blue in a sense of he's supposed to be this wacky yet selfish non-human sidekick to the main character, and it's just that humor just doesn't stick. It doesn't land.
So I would.
Fun fact: Adam Lyon is voiced by Nick Funnerman. So.
To
go from Adam Lyon to the rock goddess as Luna Loud is a major upgrade. Okay. Major upgrade.
So we're gonna put that. Is that our first F here in this case?
It's our. Dare I say it? I'm gonna say this right now. If not a D, then an F.
We're gonna put an F. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh.
We're putting an F.
All right. Don't hate us, my chip partner, the monkey fans.
Maybe D.
I mean, I kind of
because the animation's decent. It's not unwatchable.
Okay, where are we putting it at? Where are we putting it at D? Like right below Baby Looney Tunes?
D-, yeah.
So right below Baby Looney Tunes. Okay.
Even below Baby Looney Tunes, yes. I'm gonna go that far.
All right. How about Ben 10? Actually, Ben 10, I must say, not bad of a show.
I haven't seen Ben 10, so.
Oh man. Actually, to be honest, I actually haven't seen it either. Sorry, Ben 10 fans. I haven't seen it.
Don't add us. Don't add to us.
Ben 10 is actually unseeable for us. Sorry, guys. Squirrel Boy. Come on, no, I haven't seen it either. Unless you actually seen Squirrel Boy.
I've seen a couple episodes and I thought it was really stupid.
So you've seen it. Are we gonna put it in the list too?
No, just put in haven't seen because I haven't seen much of it.
Yeah, we're gonna start skipping a couple of these just because. Yeah, there's that. How about the Class of 3000 with Andre 3000?
I actually haven't seen much of Class 3000. So
that's not bad of a show. I thought that was actually not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the list actually. I actually do like this show. It's actually pretty cool to actually have a person from Outcast actually make his own cartoon, and you also did have the voice of Ami in this show too. Okay, so there's a lot of there's a lot of ethnicities also in this show, which I thought was pretty sick, and like the music was a good jam. It didn't really have like a good flow because I know that it only lasted for a couple seasons, but I still enjoyed Class 3000, so I put it in the C range in my case.
Yeah, sure.
So C range for Class of 3000, I would say. Probably over Space Ghost Coast to Coast for sure, so putting it right over there. Next, what the heck is that cartoon? Storm?
I mean, here's a fun fact. If we don't know what it is, put in I haven't seen it.
Okay, I guess we're gonna do it like that. All right, so Storm ones would also be actually in this haven't seen. Okay, Georgia the Jungle.
Haven't seen much of it, so.
Okay, so we're gonna. I have seen it and it's not good. It's not good either.
Just stick with the Brendan Fraser movies.
Yeah, I know, but like this one is supposed to be like their own like cartoon version of Georgia the Jungle, and I thought it was like kind of dumb.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I might be the one person who actually put an F.
Yeah, because not even the animation looks good. It looks so flashy.
It does, yes. It looks like Flash animation was actually used.
It's Flash animation, not polished Flash animation either.
Right, so our first F is Georgia the Jungle. Oh, how funny is that?
Yeah.
Sorry, this computer is slow. We're going to go to the one for the stream at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, Skunk Fu. I never seen Skunk Fu.
The fuck is
that? All right, how about Chowder?
I've seen some bits of Chowder. I wasn't a fan of Chowder when I saw it as a middle schooler, but...
Yeah, but I also heard, like, Chowder was actually not bad. Remember, this is also the first time we actually hear Lenny's voice actress. Liliana Mummy actually voiced Panini, so...
I do remember this one guy went, Rado.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, too. Cool. He's a cool guy as well. I do want to say this, Joe. Chowder definitely deserves to be in that list because it did have a great fan base, and I don't know if you remember that one music video. That one music video by what's his name, Panini. You know the song Panini.
I actually don't remember.
Oh, you don't know
that much.
What's his name? He sang the song to the Old Town Road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the same guy who sang the Old Town Road song.
Oh, he's that guy.
I don't know if you know his.
I don't. I
forgot the artist. Sorry,
yeah,
people.
Sorry.
Can you put that up there, please? But no, I would say B. I would say put this in the B range for Chowder.
B's
maybe. Fine, yeah. Ooh, I would say. I'm trying to look at this. I'm trying to figure out which one. Maybe under Camp Laszlo.
I would say it's adequately under Camp Laszlo. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say under Camp Laszlo there. All right. What's it? Transformers animated? No, you haven't seen that either. Okay, so we haven't seen that either. Then we have what's it? Chom Young Chuk. Again, I haven't seen that one either, so we're gonna skip that as well.
There's a lot we haven't seen.
I know. Oh, Total Drama.
Yes.
Now we did it. They didn't split it up. It's just literally the Total Drama of the entire series.
Yeah. Gwen's best character, by the way. Let's go.
Fuck you, Courtney. Courtney's the best. How dare you even bring up my freaking name again? It's Courtney's the best, right, everybody?
Now, see, Gwen is the best Megan Found.
I know that I know we always changed characters too, considering that in new seasons they have changed characters as well. I remember Dawn being one of my favorite characters. Noah's still my boy. Gotta give my boy shout out to my boy Noah.
Izzy is my second favorite.
Izzy's awesome too. Okay, look, Total Drama is iconic, and I have to say this, even though it did slip a little bit, just because the Ridiculous Race is the one that ended, kind of like the old Total Drama.
Yeah.
Do you consider it A?
I consider it B, to be honest.
B, interesting.
There's been some solid seasons, and there's been some really bad ones.
Okay, so like if you're gonna put in the B range, where are you put in the B range?
In terms of the B range, I'm going to say right in between Juniper Lee and Ozzy and Drix.
Okay, so... like,
even though we do have history with the show, it's actually the first show that we watched together. The first show that we formed a bond over. Total Drama.
So, sorry, we're going to put it in between Time Squad and Juniper Lee?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would agree with it as well. I mean,
we did have good times with it.
I definitely had good times with it, and I know that we still have to finish up the Total Drama. You already finished Total Drama series.
I already
I need to watch the new series because Julia is amazing.
Scary girl. It's all a scary girl.
She got eliminated.
I don't care. She's still the best. She's still the best.
All right, next up, Ben 10 Alien Force.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna skip all the Ben 10 stuff here. How about the Misadventures of Flapjack?
Haven't seen it.
Oh, actually, I haven't seen it either. Sorry, kids. Secret Saturdays. Yeah, God, we really have been skipping a lot of Cartoon Network, so haven't we? Star Wars Clone Wars?
I'm sorry, but I know Star Wars Clone Wars is an iconic classic among Star Wars fans. I just haven't seen it.
This is a bunch of like other cartoons we got here, like Batman.
I haven't seen this particular Batman series.
That Batman series, League of Super Evil.
Like, how did they? There's so many shows to skip over.
We're kind of in a dead weird. How about the Garfield show?
I'm a fan of Garfield, but I haven't seen that particular Garfield.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, so we could get that. Hero 108.
Hero 108. No.
Okay, we're just skipping through these. Oh God, this fall. Oh yeah, the list is dead now. You know what? No, it's still there, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. Fine. Let's change it up. Let's talk about Adventure Time.
Yes. Adventure Time.
So where are we putting Adventure Time?
Now, of course, Adventure Time is a timeless classic show with its creative characters, deep themes, and of course, the Ice King is one of the most tragic villains. I'm gonna say, Adventure Time is a B.
Oh no!
Or an A.
Oh no!
An A.
No!
An A.
No!
A for Adventure Time. I wouldn't say S tier.
Adventure Time is so iconic. I just remember watching the entire show. Absolutely lovely. And then like they even continued on with the show with like Lost Lands. They even have Fiona and Cake out. Yeah. There's just so many like amazing shows when it comes to Adventure Time that I have to say S. It belongs in the S tier to me.
I'll say A, but in this case, I'm okay with it being S.
Okay, but like where in the S tier? That's the problem now.
Good question.
Let's see.
Below Powerpuff Girls?
Man, no. I would say probably. No, okay. Is it above Courage? I don't know.
I don't think it's above Courage.
It is above Courage. Above Teen Titans?
Not even above Teen Titans. Not to hate on Adventure Time. It's just I've seen several better Cartoon Network shows, but it is iconic.
Okay, fine.
Iconic.
You said A. Maybe we'll put it in the A+ range, if anything.
I mean, I'm okay with it being like in the S tier.
I think it's better than Foster's.
Let's say S tier behind Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, fine. We'll just keep it at that. It is quite an interesting one, though. How about Scooby-Doo Mysteries Inc.?
Haven't seen it.
Okay. Oh. Actually, I haven't. Oh my God, we haven't been seeing much Scooby-Doo. What's happening? Actually, to be honest, I actually would give a rating on Scooby-Doo Mysteries Inc. It's a better version than what's new Scooby-Doo. Yeah. There's a lot of actually some cool mystery stuff when it comes to Scooby-Doo Mysteries Inc. that I want to keep it in the rating range, if anything. Mm-hmm. So I would say B in that case.
Cool.
And I'll put it over Ozzy and Drix.
Over Ozzy Drix?
Over an Ozzy Drix. Yeah.
Okay, I respect it.
Ben 10. I would imagine all the Ben 10 we're probably just gonna skip, right?
Yeah.
How about Generator X?
Nope.
No, my God, damn it. Oh, about regular show. Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
you gotta give something about that. Oh,
I'm gonna say A tier.
Okay. Oh God, I am like in that range of like saying it S tier because it was so iconic. Like all the episodes are so chill, and there's some crazy stuff that happens with the show, and I'm like, oh my God, and even the characters are also lovable. Come on.
I would say A tier instead of S tier because there are some episodes that feel meh to me.
Okay.
Feels a bit repetitive at times, so...
I mean, look, it's just pretty much Rigby and Mordecai, all of them just living their lives, and they even have, like, relationships and stuff. I remember Mordecai going through so many relationships, especially with that Margaret girl.
Yeah, Mordecai isn't exactly the best in terms of,
and then Rigby is also, like, a pretty chill guy himself. So, yeah. I mean, there's something iconic when it comes to regular show. I do say it belongs in the S tier.
I say it belongs to A tier, but that's
oh God, okay, so we're gonna debate this again. So if you're gonna say A tier, where would you put it then?
I would say A+ for sure. I'm gonna say right below Foster's.
Right below Foster's. But regular show is just so iconic. I don't know, maybe above Foster's in my case.
I guess, sure.
You agree with me too? Probably above Foster's.
I have no problem with it.
Okay, then we'll do that. Regular show in the A+ range. Above Foster's Over Imaginary Friends.
Yeah.
How about Mad TV?
Mad TV is... I enjoyed it during the time.
Because it's supposed to be like a parody of Adult Swim, but like in a kiddier version.
It's a kid Robot Chicken.
Yeah, it's like Robot Chicken. Sorry. It's a
Robot Chicken Jr.
Yeah. And to be honest, like it's very funny that they did like parody so many other cartoons, and I thought there would be copyright or something like that, but no, I think it's actually pretty funny. I would have to say it is actually a really good show for Mad TV. It just sucks that like I think some people just didn't get the humor of it, that they kind of cut it off like after like 2 seasons or something.
Yeah, or that either that or the humor just felt a bit random to some people. And to be fair, the humor isn't exactly, you know, all that clever. But
I still say it's pretty iconic. I would actually put it like in a B- range.
B-, yeah.
All right. So if we're gonna put a B-, where would you put it though? Well, you can look over here. Sorry.
Hang on. I would put it. I'll put it below I Am Weasel.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree too.
Yeah.
So around that B- range, I would agree too. Okay. Next, how about Symbiotic Titan?
Symbiotic Titan is one of the shows I wish I watched more of.
Well,
but
it did go on Adult Swim for a couple of bits, and it is also a Jenny Tartakovsky cartoon. And I don't know why it didn't really get that much hype. I thought it was actually a pretty good show. It's just that there was not really much dialogue. There's not really much dialogue. You don't really get to see much of the story. It's just mostly visual. So it's kind of like Primal, but like with a little bit more dialogue than Primal.
Yeah, Symbiotic Titan is one of those shows that was kind of out of my radar. So Symbiotic Titan, I feel I would put in the haven't seen yet because I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it yet, but I have, and I thought this was not bad of a show. I would say B, definitely in the B range. So
yeah, B is fine.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put it there. B. Oh, probably it's definitely in the B range, but I want to say probably over Ozzy and Drix.
Sure.
Yeah. What is that one? Robotomy. Have you heard of that cartoon? God damn it. Young Justice. Oh, come on, Young Justice.
Young Justice. I haven't seen much of Young Justice. I heard the hype though, so don't put it in haven't seen. Like, you know, I know you've seen Young Justice, so you know what, you can put it wherever you like.
Yes, I'll definitely put Young Justice in the B+ range, probably in that case.
Sure, go for it.
Where would you put it though in your case? Because you said you've seen a couple episodes.
I would put it. I'll put it between Camp Lazlo and Duck Dodgers.
Okay, Camp Lazlo. Okay, yeah, Camp Lazlo, Young Justice, and Chowder.
Yeah.
So I think do that. That'd be not bad. What the hell is this cartoon?
If you don't know what a cartoon is, haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it though. Almost Naked Animals.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen. God, again, like we haven't seen these. Goddamn, Ninjago from Lego. Okay, no. The Problem Solvers. No. I heard that was terrible. By the way, I put it F.
Problem Solvers. My God, like it hurt my eyes when I saw.
So bad. It's so bad.
I can't even watch, you know, the entire cartoon episode because it's like, oh God, my eyes.
Oh God. Okay. How about the Looney Tunes show?
The Looney Tunes show is definitely like
it's very sitcom-y. It's not compared to like the funny shorts that we saw back.
It's not, but it has its own charm. I feel like it's. I like the Looney Tunes show.
I do like it too, but like it's sort of average. It's like a meh kind of show. It's not like anything stellar or anything like that. It's just mostly the Looney Tunes living life as it is.
Kirsten Wiig as Lola Bunny.
Oh yeah, she's perfect as Lola Bunny.
Like she is definitely the best part of the show, and she's pretty much what carries the show because they managed to do you know what the Looney Tunes is all about, make her loony, making her cartoonish.
And I think it works out. And plus, also like I remember the end shorts for the Looney Tunes show. They always have like Roadrunner or Wile E. Coyote shorts.
Yeah.
Same with like music videos.
They also have music videos. Yeah.
God, the fucking Elmer Fudd and the grilled cheese. Fucking
There's something about what's it about Elmer Fudd and his grilled cheese sandwich fetish?
I don't know.
Like,
I just remember that freaking
grilled cheese fetish.
I just remember that video, and I also remember Lola actually talking about America. Yeah. She's celebrating America, and I'm like, okay, this is actually starting to get funny. So I do have to say, I did have to give its comeuppance for a Looney Tunes show. It's really good.
It really is.
A- B+ range.
B+.
Okay, so where would you put it then in this case here?
Looney Tunes, I would put it right behind Duck Dodgers.
Right behind Duck Dodgers?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Looney Tunes. Duck Dodgers and Looney Tunes right there. Yes. Okay, we can do it like that. Yeah, we have to really cut it quick just because we're almost at 11 here, so yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because and the thing is that most of these cartoons you probably haven't seen, so
yeah, most of them are probably put in the haven't seen yet. We have so much on that list, by the way. Gumball. Oh, come on, Gumball. Okay, so you've seen a couple Gumball episodes?
I've seen some Gumball episodes, and But believe it or not, it's quite a charming show. Now, I haven't seen all of it. I've seen some episodes that do stick out to me. One of them, for example, is Gumball like showing jealousy towards a boy that Penny is seeing, and then you see Gumball's like, yeah. the green jealous Gumball.
Yeah. I just feel like every Gumball episode that I've seen has been iconic. I remember there was like this one like episode where there was like an anime fight scene.
Yes.
I thought that was like pretty epic. And
Nicole Watterson's a badass.
Oh, Nicole Watterson just has a big temperament issue. Yeah. And no, I mean like the family's so relatable. I love Gumball, Darwin, Anais. She's, great as well. It was weird because I absolutely loved the first season. Second season beyond was okay. And I still think it's still an iconic show. Everyone loves The Amazing World Gumball, and I do respect it as like Cartoon Network's like show at the moment.
Yeah.
So I give it S. I would actually put it in the S tier.
I'll put it in A tier myself. Okay.
Then where were you gonna put it then? I actually, to be honest, I actually think it's better than.
I'll put it between Dexter's Lab and 16. Between Dexter's Lab and 16.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, but Gumball's just that iconic. I don't know.
I mean, I'll let you have it. I'll let you put it wherever you like.
Let me see. I might. You know what? I might consider it being A+, but like, below regular show.
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna put it below regular show in this case, because it does deserve that kind of like praise. Because it's been good. It's been so many episodes, and there's supposed to be new episodes of Gumball coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about Thundercats?
I haven't seen Thundercats.
Actually, oh boy, Thundercats I know did come back to Adult Swim because it was an anime.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I haven't seen it either, so I'll bring that out. Secret Mountain Fort, awesome. Nope. Green Lantern.
Nope.
Oh god, we haven't really seen much DC Cartoon Network shows, huh?
No.
How about the Annoying Orange? Oh no! Oh.
I mean, the title speaks for itself. It's annoying.
Yeah.
The Annoying Orange.
I'll have to put it in F.
F. Yeah.
It's gotta be in the F. I think it's like above Problem Solvers.
Yeah.
So I'll put that there. How to Train Your Dragon? Dragons. Crap! I forgot what that Dragons show is.
I haven't seen a Dragon show.
Man.
So.
We have been on nothing right here. Benton Omniverse.
Nope.
Okay. Teen Titans Go. Oh, here we go. Oh boy.
Teen Titans Go. The cartoon community's favorite punching bag. Teen Titans Go. I'm gonna say, not F.
Not F. Not okay. Here's the thing that kind of gets me to at least bring it to a C. The movie.
Yes.
Teen Titans Go to the movies was actually not bad.
Then again, they're different entities. They're both. The movie is based on the show, but at the end of the day, like Teen Titans Go, when you look at the series on its own, yeah, it's really not that good.
I would probably bring it up here and say C.
Yeah.
Like C, average C.
Yeah.
For Teen Titans.
I know people are gonna, give us flack for this, but yeah, like Teen Titans Go, while bad, it's not as bad as people blow it up to be. Like I feel it's a bit overhated. Okay. It's so bad, but overhated.
Do you agree that it should be over Class of 3000?
I agree that it should be over. It should be.
I think it should.
It should be. It should be below Tom and Betty.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe. I kind of like it at right there. So I'd say it's C+, like in the top C+.
Really?
For Teen Titans Go. Yeah, give it despite it not being that funny. I mean, I have to give props to it. It has been an ongoing series that's long. I don't know. Kids love it for some reason.
We're gonna get canceled for this, aren't we?
I don't know. Probably some fans are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Dude, it sucks. It's not the best." Look, we put Teen Titans S, guys. Come on.
Seriously, like celebrate that, okay?
There's a Batman show. What is this what is this Batman show?
Is it Batman Brave and the Bold?
Is it? It's like CGI.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so we don't put that there.
I know it's not Brave and the Bold.
Okay, Uncle Grandpa?
No. I don't like it.
Okay, you have to tell me why then.
It's just the humor doesn't really appeal to me.
Okay. Oh, I'm not a fan of. I mean, Uncle Grandpa is not that bad. I would probably put it in D+ range, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. D+.
So we'll put it probably over Evil Con Carne in this case. Okay.
I wouldn't say above Evil Carne. Evil Carne above Uncle Grandpa.
Really?
But...
okay, so we'll put that there then. All right. Steven Universe. Oh, come on, Steven Universe.
We are the Crystal Gems.
Come on, Steven Universe. We really got to put it up there.
Yeah, Steven Universe. I'm gonna say S tier.
Yes, it definitely deserves S tier. It's a great story, a bunch of amazing stuff when it comes to Steven Universe.
Yeah, I know Future wasn't that great. It wasn't.
We'll talk about that later. That's also going to be its own thing too.
Yeah.
But Steven Universe, undoubtedly, it did top when it comes to Cartoon Network. So yes, I would also bring up. I'll probably bring it to S tier, but like where in the S tier though?
Let me see. Steven Universe.
Is it better than Adventure Time?
It is better than Adventure Time.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
All right. So
put it between
we're in that range where it's like, it's better than Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans for sure. So.
Put it between. I think it's Courage and Kids Next Door. Courage and Kids Next Door.
I think it's better than Courage.
No, you think it's better than
Courage?
I don't think so, but you know what? You're entitled to your opinion.
No. Because like it's in that range where it's like actually below Samurai Jack.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's like
that
in
iconic.
That range. Yeah, I know it's that iconic. Everyone loves Steven Universe. I love Steven Universe when I saw it.
I love Steven Universe, but come on.
There's so many great like episodes from it, and the story was just absolutely amazing.
All I say is don't do my Ed Boys dirty, man.
The Ed Boys, look, they're in the S tier. They're in the top 5, okay? So I would say Steven Universe 3.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, let's put Steven Universe 3. Such a good show. So Steven Universe, you deserve the S tier, bro. You are absolutely iconic. Yeah. Undoubtedly. All right, next. Mixels. Supposed to be some Lego stuff. Goodbye. Tom and Jerry? Like some new Tom and Jerry show?
I haven't seen the new Tom and Jerry. I've only seen the old the old MGM cartoon ones.
Okay, we'll probably put that also with goodbye in the not seen list. God, we have not seen a lot of Cartoon Network. God damn.
Yeah, it's like, it's ultimate, and there's every single cartoon, but it's like there's so much, you know.
Yeah. How about Clarence?
I haven't seen much of Clarence. Have you?
You know what? Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it either. I will have to say probably haven't seen it too. Okay, now this one we have to put it absolutely S, but where S? Over the Garden Wall.
Over the Garden Wall.
Come on, absolutely amazing show.
I'm gonna say this right now. It's a miniseries that is excellent from start to finish. Dare I say it? Somewhere between Batman the Animated Series and Samurai Jack.
No, I think. Ooh, is it better than Batman the Animated Series though? I feel like it's like in that range.
Like nothing can ever top Batman the Animated Series in that category. But Over the Garden Wall comes as a close second.
I think Over the Garden Wall goes over. I think it's number 1. I think it's the absolute number 1 show on Cartoon Network.
Fair enough.
I think it does. It's like saying Gravity Falls number 1 right now on David Channel. So
I'm not going to argue with that one bit. God.
Like, look, if you watch it every fall, you watch Over the Garden Wall. Like, it's so iconic. All the things that happen in that show, it's just absolutely great. And I know that just made a new CGI cartoon for it. Oh my God, it's all so good. And again, memorable, everything.
It's a love child.
It hurts, man. It hurts.
It's a love child of Gravity Falls and Studio Ghibli.
So I'm gonna say this: Over the Garden Wall, number 1. Number 1.
No one's gonna argue with that one bit.
So okay, there we go. Over the Garden Wall, number 1. Sorry, DC fans, you're probably gonna hate me for that, but come on, Over the Garden Wall is so good. It's so good.
It's excellent. It's one of the top Cartoon Network shows ever.
Right. Oh, it's so good. All right. Let's continue on. Oh my God, there's got so much to bring up here.
it was definitely ultimate for sure.
Okay. Sonic Boom?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, wow, we have not seen all these. Come on. We Bear Bears! We Bear Bears? Okay. Doesn't even deserve the S tier. That's the problem.
We Bear Bears, while it doesn't have a grand story, it has such a slice of life. You know, it's a wholehearted slice of life.
I'm a huge fan of We Bear Bears, like with the whole slice of life thing, and the bears are so relatable. Like Grizz is so chill, and Ice Bear has a story, and he's just more chill than Grizz. And then Panda's a fucking weeb.
Panda's best bear. Panda's my favorite.
Also the other characters also come in too, like Chloe, and then the park ranger girl, and then the Sasquatch guy. Yeah. And I remember that one episode where they actually played with like NBA players, and I'm like, bro, this is sick.
And then there's that koala character.
Yeah, he's
voiced
okay.
by Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, him too. Whatever. I have to say this may be S tier as well.
Yeah, I do think it could be S tier.
I think it kind of deserves the S tier for We Bear Bears. I have to agree upon that. Do you agree upon it too?
Yeah, S tier, but I would say somewhere below, like let's say somewhere between Teen Titans and Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, Powerpuff Girls is also pretty good. You know what? Yeah, I actually would agree upon that too.
Yeah.
Between Teen Titans and Powerpuff Girls, yeah, I'll probably agree with that too. All right, next up, Baby Looney. Oh, sorry, Looney. Sorry, what's this one? Not Baby Looney Tunes. New Looney Tunes.
Your Looney Tunes?
New Looney Tunes. It had like Bugs Bunny being like the main character.
I haven't seen much of it.
Okay, I guess we go with that. Long Live the Royals? No?
Long Live the Royals? No.
No, I haven't seen either. How about the new revamped Powerpuff Girls?
Oh God, Powerpuff Girls twice the same. No.
You just got iconic. Like, no. No.
see, that's the bad Powerpuff Girls. Like,
oh, man.
Like, it just doesn't feel quite the same.
It is terrible. Oh, God, it's terrible. Oh, my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm going to put this, not F tier, but more like D tier.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say like it's an absolute failure, but it just was a huge disappointment compared to like the original Powerpuff Girls. So.
Like the OG Powerpuff Girls was iconic, was a classic.
Okay, so if we're gonna put Powerpuff Girl, the new Powerpuff Girl somewhere, where will we put it though?
Somewhere like D.
Like where in D though? Eva Con Carne, Uncle Grandpa.
I
think it's like over
right behind Evil Carne.
Okay, so it's over Powerpuff Girls. Okay, sorry, it's over Uncle Grandpa. All
yeah,
right, here, we can put that there. Mighty Magiswords will actually go straight to the F pile. The creator is absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
You'll know the news, okay? You know the news about him. Justice League Unlimited. I forgot what this one is. Justice League.
Yeah. Haven't seen it.
No. Okay. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the animated series.
No, haven't seen it.
I didn't know there was actually an animated series for that cartoon.
There is, and I refuse to watch
it. 10, the remake. No. Okay. OKKO. Okay. No. I gotta put something for OKKO. Really funny. It's a really funny show. It's really great. And then like every character's been like so relative and stuff.
Yeah, it's really funny, really flashy show with some cool action scenes. But at the end of the day, I would say it was more like between A and B.
I would say A minus. Yeah, definitely around the A minus.
Yeah,
so
let's
put it over there. OKKO. But it's A minus. Oh man, everybody totally Spy is really low. Guys, I hate you. But I think OKKO is around that A range. So maybe like, over Johnny Bravo.
Not over Johnny Bravo.
No. Over Totally Spies. If we're gonna put it over Totally Spies.
I mean, I can't really judge because I haven't seen Totally Spies, so I leave it up to you.
Oh man. Flip. I might just actually say. I might just actually say. Okay, where would you put it? Like, I'll go to your judgment. Where would you put it?
Okay, I will put it. Somewhere between Crypto, Superdog, and Mucha Lucha.
Okay, fine. I'll put it over there, but I feel like it's a little bit better.
Either way,
it's in the A range. I think you guys would probably like it over there. Unikitty. I have to give Unikitty. I did watch a couple episodes of Unikitty. It's supposed to be like what that little unicorn cat over at the Lego Movie apparently has a TV show. Yeah. It's cute. It's cute. I actually thought it was actually pretty funny, but no, it's definitely for kids. I would say in the C range, probably like below Atomic Betty.
Yeah, sure.
Case. Yeah. Let's see. Apple and Onion. Oh man, we haven't seen Apple Onion. Apple Onion is I think also a cool slice of life cartoon.
Sure.
No, I will probably put it on. I didn't really see much episodes though about it, so I'll probably put it in. Haven't seen. Mm-hmm. How about Craig of the Creek?
Craig of the Creek is one of the shows that I haven't watched much enough of because Craig of the Creek is definitely imaginative. It's definitely fun, very wholesome. I would say though, I would put like around the A or B tier.
Definitely B. It's definitely A. Definitely higher than B for sure. Because I know how iconic like Craig of the Creek is. Really good.
Between Hi Puffy Amumi and Johnny Bravo.
Between Hi Puffy Amumi and Johnny Bravo?
Yeah.
No, I think it's better than that actually. I would prefer over Craig of the Creek. Really great wholesome episodes from that show. Oh man. I think it's below Foster's.
Below Foster's?
Yeah, I think it's below Foster's.
Adequate enough ranking.
Okay, so we'll put that there. Craig of the Creek, right in the A tier, right below Foster's. So for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah.
All right. Summer Camp Island. Oh, come on.
Summer Camp Island.
Definitely deserves S tier.
S tier.
S tier. Okay, we're all agree about this, right? By the way, S tier for what was it? Summer Camp Island.
Yes, it is so magical. It is so wholesome.
This reminds me of Little Witch Academia a little bit.
Little Witch Academia, Harry Potter, Camp Lazo and
And I know like all the characters are also lovable as well. Like, I mean, I can't hate any of them. They're like really cool together. Like, just them in camp,
especially
doing magic stuff.
Hedgehog and Oscar being the best of friends is so adorable. And then of course Susie steals the show with her sarcastic.
Yeah, her sarcastic feeling just makes it so funny. So I say definitely S tier, but probably low S tier in this case. Because I don't think it'll beat out Adventure Time. I think it's below Adventure Time in my case.
Yeah.
Summer Camp Island. What do you think?
That's fair enough.
Okay, so we put Summer Camp Island literally in the S tier right below Adventure Time.
Yeah, sure.
So really good show. Really good show. What is this one? Transformers Cyberverse. God, so many Cartoon Network shows. I swear to God. Total Dramarama. What? Putting it straight to F. Ooh.
Okay, maybe D tier because Gwen is still awesome no matter what age.
There. Courtney's there. Noah's there. Owen's there. Jude is there from 16.
Where did Jude come from?
He just wanted the fresh TV shows all together. You even have 2 new characters from Pagatu Island, even a part of the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no, the humor just doesn't appeal to me. It goes back to what I said about the Baby Five show.
It's supposed to be for kids. It makes sense. Like I'm seeing a kid version of Duncan, Courtney, Gwen, Cody. It's supposed to be iconic for me just because it's like, oh my god, it's the old Total Drama characters that I love. Like you don't see them anymore in the new Total Drama shows. So
yeah, the thing with Total Drama is that where it comes from is that because since they're teenagers, it's going to be drama. So the whole point was to be teenagers.
There's not really much drama. There are kids after all. So, but I do like the whole like what is it? Just because it's Total Drama characters, that's the reason why they're there. I just like the whole like chibi bits and stuff like that. I have to give this like a B- range in C+ range.
I'm sorry, that's being just C-, D-.
What? You really hate it?
I despise it.
Oh, look! I as a huge a Total Drama fan back in like the late 2000s, I have to say this is actually not bad to watch. I actually thought it was pretty funny. So I would say like C- then in that case.
That's a fair ranking.
Then where would you put Total Drama-Rama? Let's see. I would say
below Johnny Test. Below Johnny Test.
Why not have it over Jones?
Like I would rather watch Robot Jones than Total Drama-Rama. I'd rather watch it.
Fine, we'll put it like in between. Will you be okay with that? I think it's over Johnny Test.
Yeah, sure.
Total Drama, it's not bad. I thought it was funny. I don't know. You just don't hear that. You don't see the funny part of Total Drama.
What funny part? It's all cringe. It's all cringe. No.
Come on. Okay, fine. No more Owen farting or something like that.
Yeah, no, like.
Oh my god. Okay, DC Superhero Girls.
I know it's Plasmas, but I haven't seen DC Superhero Girls.
Lauren Foss will probably talk to you about that. Actually, I don't think it's actually made by Lauren Foss, but
yeah, we have a friend who's into DC Superhero Girls, but I'm sorry to said friend, but we haven't seen it.
I would say this, maybe. See, I'll put it in average.
Yeah,
I'll put it in average. DC Superhero Girls ain't bad. I would say B-, probably like definitely over Grim and Evil. I would say over there for DC Superhero Girls.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, next. Victor and Valentino. Have you seen that one?
Bits and pieces. I haven't watched much of it. Have you?
I haven't actually seen much of it, so we probably haven't seen section. Mao Mao?
No, haven't seen Mao Mao.
A lot of people have been telling me that it's actually a really good show, and I should have seen it, but now it's gone off Max, unfortunately. Infinity Train?
Infinity Train S tier.
Okay,
S tier.
Okay. There we go. He got me triggered already right there.
How dare Cartoon Network screw up with
actually,
this
absolutely show. Iconic. The first 2 seasons was the first shows. That's like the first times I've seen Infinity Train, and it's absolutely great. Just seeing Tulip try to get off the train, and a metal Tulip and a mirror Tulip trying to get off the train as well in the second season.
Book 3 is actually the best one.
I say so too. I say so too, and I think Infinity Train definitely belongs in the S tier. But now our decision has to be made. Where in the S tier?
Definitely put it in between Over the Garden Wall and Batman the Animated Series.
Is it that good?
It's that amazing.
It's that good? Maybe below Samurai Jack.
Yeah,
I think so.
All right, fair enough.
It also does say it is also better than Steven Universe.
It's better than Steven Universe.
Yeah, okay. So I know those 3 iconic shows are great, like Over the Garden Wall, Batman the Animated Series, and Samurai Jack. All 3 of them are just absolutely amazing. Yeah. But Infinity Train is absolutely close to it, and I think it deserves that spot in the S tier.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Then Steven Universe Future. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. Ooh.
Steven Universe was disappointing. To be honest.
Future. You said Steven Universe is disappointing. I'm like, Future. Make sure you say Future.
No, I said Future. Steven Universe Future is disappointing. It could have been great, but the problem is that it tackled PTSD in all the wrong ways, and it tries to like wrongfully justify Steven Universe's outbursts. And I understand what Steven went through, but it doesn't change the fact that the writing was a bit sloppy.
It absolutely was sloppy, and I didn't like it because I felt like the movie ended it. The movie should have just ended it like that. That should have been the end of Steven Universe. So you already have your time skip in the movie, and then you just want to continue on with another season of Steven Universe Future. And I thought it was like, what are we doing? Are we just trying to close everybody's story now?
Seriously,
and it didn't really work out. So it is kind of hard for me to say this because I'm a Steven Universe fan, but I say C.
I say C minus even. C minus.
C minus. So where would you put it in the C range?
Where I would put in the C range is honestly, I would say right below Atomic Betty. Right below Atomic Betty.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I would say also too. Probably in the middle of the C range there.
Yeah.
So right below Atomic Betty. Nice. How about Fungies? Have you heard of Fungies? No? We're almost done, by the way, thankfully. This is a very long list, by the way. But this is so many Cartoon Network shows.
I mean, I showed you the others, but then it didn't have enough Cartoon Network shows. I look at this, we're just like...
We're going for everything. We're bringing it all in, are we?
Yeah. I have a feeling it was just like maybe we should have went to the other one, but then again, we want to voice our opinions on all the ones.
Sorry, that didn't have Total Drama or Totally Spies, so we had to.
Yeah, that is true.
The Looney Tunes cartoons on HBO Max?
Oh, S tier.
S tier, okay.
Like, it's Looney Tunes back in their full form. And Eric Bauza is definitely the Mel Blanc of our time.
Okay, so I absolutely love it just because we are looking back at the old Looney Tunes cartoons. Yeah. I think A+ range in my case. Like, if you're looking at they're just comedy bits. They're just comedy bits, and I remember how iconic it was for me to watch Looney Tunes every day to say. But I would say A+, not really the S.
I would respectfully disagree, but we could go for S- to A+.
Sure. Where in the S range would you put it though? Because you have Adventure Time, Summer Camp Island, Powerpuff Girls.
Put it between Courage the Cowardly Dog and Kids Next Door.
That good? Is that high?
Yeah, because it's Looney Tunes. They're back. Their humor is back. The characters are back, and the wacky Zanes is back. It's just and Looney Tunes, of course. They have that crisp and clear animation while staying true to the wacky humor that took place in the old Looney Tunes cartoons. So yes, okay. I would rank it that high.
Fine, we'll put it there, and it makes sense for the for old folks and us new cartoon folks. Yes. I think it's definitely going to be up there. So yeah, I'll agree upon that one for sure. Take and Seek. Have you seen Take and Seek?
I haven't seen it.
Elliot from Earth.
I wish I'd seen Elliot from Earth, but I haven't.
How about Jellystone?
You've watched Jellystone, I haven't. So.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's supposed to be Hanna-Barbera stuff, and it's pretty common. I say in the C+ range when it comes to it. So I'll put Jellystone in C+, probably Overclass of 3000 in this case.
Sure.
For Jellystone.
Yeah.
We Baby Bears.
I haven't seen it. I don't plan to.
Oh man. We Baby Bears is supposed to be some cute cartoon just because it's the bears and their babies. So, fine, we'll put it in haven't seen just because we haven't seen it. Unicorn, Eternal Warriors.
Haven't seen it.
You gotta watch it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
How dare you? I would actually put that in A. Actually, it's actually pretty funny. It's on Adult Swim. I would say definitely in an A tier for that. Probably. Probably higher than Craig of the Creek in this case.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Unicorn, Warriors Eternal. My Adventures with Superman.
Yes, S tier. S tier.
Ooh, S tier already for My Adventures with Superman.
That is a Superman show I have seen, and it has the best version of Lois Lane.
It's Luso set up.
Even take away that factor, like this Lois Lane is the best.
Okay, I will agree it's probably going to be in the S tier, but where in the S tier now? We have to be over here actually because that's My computer's slow on that.
Right between Animaniacs and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It's that. Wait. Over Looney Tunes as well.
Over Looney Tunes as well, because Looney Tunes show is iconic, but they are comedy bits. Whereas My Adventures with Superman it has a story part through.
I have to say this: it is a great show for My Adventures with Superman, and it does deserve to be up in the higher praise for S tier. I do think it's gonna be in that range where it's like in kind of like around Adventure Time. Yeah, I was thinking like A- or S-.
That seems fair. Yeah.
S. You're putting it in the S. I think it's still in that same location. I think it's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost done here. By the way, almost done here. We have 6 more shows to go through.
Yes.
Villainous.
Haven't seen it.
I heard it was a good cartoon online. Tiny Toons University.
I need to watch more of that.
Oh my god. Okay, so us Tiny Toon fan. I remember growing up with Tiny Toons. It's not bad. Of course, the whole big controversy that happens is the fact that Buster and Babs are brother and sister now.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward.
Because I remember Buster and Babs were like, I think they even smooched in the old cartoon.
It's so awkward. You just don't do that.
Yeah, and like for some person from back then some person from like the new generation actually watches the old Tiny Toons. They'll be like, why are they kissing? Gross.
Yeah. Incest.
Oh, ew, no. Oh, are we in Alabama now?
Or Game of Thrones.
I'll still put it like B in this case. Like, where would you want? Like, you watch Tiny Toons, you watch a couple episodes. Where would you put it in the B range?
Right between Duck Dodgers and Time Squad.
What are we doing with all these Looney Tunes, man? What are we doing with all these Looney Tunes, man? I swear, like Duck Dodgers and Looney Tunes show.
Duck Dodgers Looney Tunes show. Yeah, you might as well put it.
Okay, I get it. We're just gonna keep all the Looney Tunes in the B range. Jeez. Yeah. 4 more left. We have Jessica's Big Beautiful World.
I haven't seen much of it.
To be honest, it's actually more for preschoolers, just because Jessica is a little kid.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it myself, but remember, Craig of the Creek is a really good show. Please watch. What is this one? I actually don't know this one. I know it's absolutely new.
Haven't seen it.
Probably haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
The new Total Drama.
Like I said, I've seen the reboot. I've seen this reboot, and it's not nearly as good as the original. It's pretty okay. There are some stuff done really well, but then there are others, like especially the cast. Most of the cast are pretty meh to me. So
absolutely okay. I'm alright with the cast. The cast ain't bad. I mean, you have some specific like crazy girls, for example, and you actually have some really cool strategists, like the girl who keeps on writing down stuff. Priya. Sorry, what's her name? Priya. Priya is actually pretty sick. I actually do like her quite a bit. And there's a bunch of other characters that are also in there as well that I actually do love to watch when it comes to Total Drama.
Scary girl.
How about MJ? MJ is also a pretty sick girl. She's also like a stealer and stuff. And I thought,
Yeah, she's a hacker.
And she's hanging with Julia, and I'm like, okay, I'm liking this so far. I'm liking, again, this is the same old iconic Total Drama. The only thing that I'm kind of complaining when it comes to this new Total Drama is that the pace is absolutely fast. It's not the same compared to like the first season of Total Drama, because everything is actually more detailed. This time, it's like, okay, you just want to get this out of the way. You just want to get this out of the way. Get the person eliminated, and that's it. It just feels too fast, and I feel like it belongs at least in the B range in this case.
I would say C, but I'm fine with B minus.
Okay, I forgot. Like, we put Total Drama in B, so probably like in the C range in this case.
Yeah.
Probably over Costa 3000 in this case. Okay, all right, we'll probably do that. All right, the last but not least, Invincible Fight Girl.
Invisible Fight Girl, we have seen it recently, and it kicks so much butt. Like,
it does.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen the first 2 episodes of that. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. It's actually pretty badass.
Yes, very much. And it's pretty much an underdog story about this girl who tries to climb up to be a wrestler. We root for her every step of the way.
Root for her every time, and I've been enjoying that show. So yes, I would say probably not S. It's too early to actually say it's an S tier, so I would say probably A.
A, yeah.
But like, where in the A range?
Put it between Johnny Bravo and Crypto Superdog.
Okay, I could probably put it over there.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was pretty much it for our Cartoon Network list. That was quite a lot of
God.
shows in that list. But Cartoon Network had a bunch of... Okay, I don't know about this whole entire tier list, but I feel like there's some shows that are like on Adult Swim, like Unicorn Rainbow's Eternal.
Yeah.
There's like Kids WB shows like Jalen Showdown and Batman the Animated Series that are on Cartoon Network, and I'm like, why are they in Cartoon Network?
Yeah, I think it's because it's all cartoons under the Warner Brother name.
Or it's just that they aired on Cartoon Network. So.
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to go for.
Well, either way, that was our entire list. You can probably see from all the way up from above our S tier, A, B, C, D, F, and the haven't seen. And to be honest, we have so many haven't seen, and I don't know why we haven't actually seen these cartoons. Is it just because they really aren't that interesting?
I think it's because our lives have gotten busier and busier, and also we've been watching cartoons from other networks.
We've been watching more like Nickelodeon cartoons and Disney Channel cartoons. And the other thing too is like, I think it was still in that era, like around the late 2000s, early 2010s, where we were kind of like, what the heck is happening in cartoons that kind of is weird.
Yeah.
So like Cartoon Network didn't really have something that popped up that looked great. Disney Channel was in a phase where it's like, what is the hit cartoon back then? And then Nickelodeon was still with SpongeBob. So I just feel like during that time there was just not much Cartoon Network shows that we haven't seen. Like we haven't seen much of DC shows, so like Justice Leagues were all out there, we haven't seen them. There was also what other cartoons were there? Other Kids WB cartoons that were also on Cartoon Network that we haven't seen either. So it's just a bunch of like cartoons that again we just weren't able to see them. We just didn't get interested with that. We missed out on it. That's why they're currently in the not seen list.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen much of Kids WB because I didn't get much exposure to Kids WB as opposed to Cartoon Network. So,
apparently, somebody said in our comments that the person who's voicing Babs in Titles University
is the same voice actress as Ashley Crystal, who voices Hazel.
Yes, if you're appearance, you wish.
Yes, I'm familiar with the voice actress, and yes, I'm aware she voices Babs Bunny, which makes me want to watch more University just for her.
I mean, she is a great voice actress.
Yes.
She did a great Hazel, so yeah.
Yes, let's go. And also, I did watch Tiny Toons as a kid, so that's another reason.
Yeah, I mean, again, they won't put it here, obviously, just because it was on every network to say. Anything else you want to bring up from this list? I think this is fine. Don't complain to us, guys. You could complain on our Twitter again.
The hate train's still going. There's always going to be that one.
I know there's going to be some person who's going to probably hate this list, but it's okay. I mean, we're welcome whatever content we've got.
Yeah, it's our opinion.
We'll welcome whatever comment we've got here, anyways.
At the end of the day, it's our opinion, and if you disagree, then just let us know, and we'll be like, okay, to each their own.
Either way, we're going to do more tier lists soon. I know we have a Disney Channel one coming up real soon.
Yes.
And then we're also going to do some like basic character ones. I know some Loud House fans would love our Loud House character list that we're going to do in the future.
Oh, we got to bring it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of Loud House ones out there. And then like maybe Loud House episode ones, and then maybe like Gravity Falls, I mean, there's a lot of tier lists that are out there that we want to at least try out. So,
Oh, yes. And we can't wait for more of these
I think
tier
if
lists in
anything,
the
we'll
future.
probably put down a poll in our Twitter and Blue Sky soon that we will probably say, hey, do you want to see a tier list of this or that? You know? And then we'll put it on our Twitter, and then you guys can vote on it over there. But if you want to be a part of that, you might have to follow these little hashtags right here. One over here, like the Instagram and the X currently has the Anination Pod. Make sure you follow us there so you could be notified.
Yes.
You could also be like notified about stuff that we're going to be coming up for the Anination Podcast. So there's that. And then also we have our YouTube as well. Thank you guys for watching here on our stream. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that red button. Hit the bell button so you'll be notified when we'll come on. We always come on every Wednesday, and we also are putting up new weekly videos now. So if you just subscribe to the channel and look at the highlights of our Anination Podcast, you're going to be loving some funny moments that happen in the podcast episodes. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so we just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your support. We highly appreciate it.
And that's pretty much it for us here. This has been a long one, but Cartoon Network had so many shows.
I know.
Oh, man.
Cartoon Network has been long ongoing. You could say even more so than the other two.
Yeah, even longer than Nickelodeon and Disney Channel? Disney Channel, yes. But for longer than Nickelodeon, it's interesting.
like that's debatable, but let's just say that they've had more, content.
Yeah, they have this. Sorry, Card Number had a lot more content for sure. Yeah. All right. Anyways, that's pretty much it for us here. Thank you very much for watching the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you next week, guys. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Woo. Oh. Are we still talking? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. All right.